Good Saturday evening, everyone. We're going to try to wrap this thing up tonight. You all,
Yep.
the ancient one will be joining us here in a second. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm still recovering from whatever freaking bug it was I had, and this weather is not helping. Hexy can't get on the golf course. He's not a happy boy. So, I couldn't get on the golf course today. So, I think what we're going to do tonight is I think Alan's going to just finish it up with Mark, and I'll try to watch comments and see if we can't. What do we got to do? Keep him 4 hexes away from that damn.
Yeah, we got to keep him away down here from everything. Wait a minute, let me turn this on. Where's the link? There we go. Sure. So
Greg, Joe, Paul, Toll, Slobby. I know Chuck's in here, no doubt.
Oh yeah, Chuck was the first one. Chuck was right there when I got in here, so that's good. So yeah, hey everybody, welcome. Well, while we're waiting here for Mark, I know he's getting here because I see him joining Vassal here, and give you the introduction of where we left off. So we're under the last turn. Had the big turn last turn, where we had a bunch of attacks down here in the southern area here. That's where we got Lee over here, and I forget where's Grant. Thought he was around here someplace. No, he's back up here. Yeah, he's back up here. But we're probably going to get some more attacks in through the south here. We, from the Confederate side, where's the eliminated track? There we go. So good bit of elimination here. Kershaw, a couple of Kershaw brigade divisions and detachment, as well as one of Bernie's are out. So he's leading us 7-3 at the moment in terms of the victory point conditions here. And yeah, every unit that's eliminated here on out every unit that's going to be blown, I should say, is going to be eliminated from here on out. So it's right down to the end with everything here. So yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, hopefully we can get something interesting going here. I'm trying to figure out if I can dash around and capture one of these bridges, but I think that's a stretch.
Yep. Casca, the maps alone are worth opening the box and looking at.
Yeah, especially Army of Potomac, with just stretching all the way from Fredericksburg to Richmond and down the peninsula there. So they are very nice. They are very nice indeed.
Oh man.
Indeed. So yeah, Jeff, I saw you finished off your Ancients.
The first one, I'm already into the second one now.
You're into the second one now? Yeah.
No, already into it.
Yeah, that was a close one with the first one there. What was it? The something Valley? I can't remember it now.
Aragon Valley.
Yeah, Aragon Valley.
Definitely a good toe-to-toe fight. This next one here, though, is I had to backtrack because I want to, at least I'm going to play him, try to play him in some kind of chronological order. So I had to backtrack all the way to 480 BC and play one of the Syracusans against Carthaginians.
Oh, okay. All right.
Playing the Battle of Himera.
That'll be interesting to see when it comes out.
Oh, I like that. Heximus Maximus.
There you go.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Man.
Let's see. Let me see if I can message Mark here on Vassal. So yeah, we've got Mark on Vassal here. I'm not quite sure what's holding him up on StreamYard, but people just hang out here for a minute. We can hopefully get this thing started, or ended, I should say. Not started. We've already started it. Ending it now. So lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I don't know. Let's see what's new in ACW. Not much. Everything came out. We got
it all now.
Yep. I got to start punching that to get that ready to.
You have not punched 3 Dog?
I have not. Here it is.
You are a slacker.
It's still sitting in the box, and even more so if I come over here. It's still in pristine condition. And where are they? There they are at the bottom. Look at that. All still unpunched. Look at that. Still ready to be punched.
Not the ancient one, but we got an ancient one.
Yeah. Wardrobe. Hey, Wardrobe.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, everyone.
Hello.
Oh.
How are you doing?
Good, good. Are you waiting?
We are waiting for Mark. We're not quite sure what's the technical
He probably
issue.
had a bigger channel reach out to him and want to go live. So
he's in the room.
Well, that would be kind of weird because he's on our Vassal, Vassal room.
I don't know if you know this, but Mark's a smart guy. He's playing this game without being on with you guys, and then he's playing another game and being on another show with some other guys, and then.
Oh, there we go.
He can multitask.
There we go. Yeah.
So, what are you guys finishing a scenario, or are you starting a new one?
No, we're finishing the wilderness one we started about a week and a half ago. So we just got one more turn. Mark.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
So kind of like, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So
it's a Saturday night. Beautiful.
Kind of waiting on him. And,
and that was your GB. That was your 3 Dog there you were showing us?
Yes. Yeah. I said I've got to get started punching this stuff so we can bring it down to Harper's Ferry. And Jeff was shocked. I shocked Jeff.
Oh.
He said it was still unpunched and unclipped.
Well, Jeff had his done the day he got it. Like he had it sorted, trade labeled, blah blah blah. The guy's an animal. No one can beat Jeff.
I know.
In punching, anyway.
Punching, clipping, sorting,
painting, playing ancients. I guess I'm a little worried he's just going to start putting all of his guys here in this game in line formation, marching, bringing elephants on.
Oh, doing the elephant.
I got chariots on this next one. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like ASL and gets super complicated when you bring in vehicles?
It adds a little more flavor.
Yeah.
It's funny that the first turn of this game here, there's cavalry that arrived in a port right in the middle of the enemy's camp.
Oh.
And the enemy thought they were their cavalry.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they get to raise hell for the first turn without any consequence.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. I read that newsletter from GMT. I didn't see the Battle for the Ozarks in there.
You better resend him the link again, Alan.
Oh,
because
okay.
he's
yeah. Oh yeah, because he says I'm waiting in StreamYard.
Waiting for what? Waiting for what?
in here.
He got a different link probably.
No, I sent them the invite link. So let me go do it again. Hold on.
Yeah, Casca, they're really, really nice. Chariot bypass. Yep.
Well,
I haven't got to that yet, but there's only I think there's 3 chariot units in this one. So, but the freaking Syracusans are nothing but 2 hex heavy infantry. Every one of them.
And Ross, that game's not pre-order yet, is it? I guess I can go look.
I wonder if I should buy it before I sell on my ACW.
I don't know.
Because like I say,
maybe I should buy it, and
I'm an agent.
Buy it, and then you sell all your stuff, knowing that I'll probably sell mine. So, and you can.
Yeah, I should sell it to you $50 a box, so you can give it to Noble Knight for $25.
Yep. And then when you're ready for it, I can buy it from Noble Knight for $105. Yeah, this is perfect.
I think we got it. I think we have a plan.
We got a plan. Let's go.
Mark's trying to get on somebody else's StreamYard.
It says I'm backstage. No, I just sent them the link.
You're not in ours, Mark. We no see you. He probably wrong link.
I sent them the link again. It's the same one from the invite.
I don't know why he don't turn his Facebook on. Turn your Facebook on, Mark.
Yeah, do you got him as a friend on Facebook? I don't.
Yeah, but he's never on it.
Oh.
He's got more important things to do.
That's what Casca. That's what Ross will sound like Thunder is talking about. The Ozark stuff with P Ridge and some other ones.
P Ridge, Wilson's Creek, Belmont.
I did not see that. I'm looking for it now.
No, it's not there yet. It's coming.
No, I know. I was looking for it. I was looking for it in the newsletter. I just didn't see it in the newsletter.
Yeah.
I saw the Combat Commander solo thing that stood out to me, and also.
Wow, you're playing freaking OST now.
I'm not playing anything.
Well, it looks to me like something's on the table behind you.
Oh, that is true. While we're doing this stream, actually, it's kind of funny. The video will be coming out. This is mainly for Mini Warmud because he said, you guys never play miniatures. So Murray and I played a bolt action game on that table on Thursday.
The Barrel of Guns. He only shows up when you're on here. Yeah, that's the right link, Mark. You got something's wrong.
Oh, that's weird.
Well,
I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah.
I've seen you in the hit list here, buddy.
AM3UW7P. Yeah, that's it.
Oh man.
Okay, then. And I'll know what I'll be doing while you guys are playing. I'll comment on stuff. If you guys
well, actually, I'm still not completely healed, so I'm just gonna sit here and observe.
Mark, click on the full link there. You're in StreamYard because obviously you're on the channel on the chat. Just click in the link that I sent you. I don't get
everybody. This is StreamYard support. This is how you this is the behind the scenes at how it's done here at this
exactly
channel.
This very high budget.
That War Galley is not something I'd ever get, but it seems like that would be of interest to some people in here.
Oh yeah, War Galley reprint. Yeah.
Right, Jeff, you'll be playing that because you're a big Ancients guy.
Does it involve water?
Yes.
Pass.
And you're not. I don't even know if that's Ancients or honestly.
Yeah, I think it is. A lot of triremes and crap like that, probably.
I can't put him in the private chat because he's not in here.
Fields of Fire. The
turn Facebook on. Get on Facebook. We'll send you a link on Facebook, Mark. Turn your Facebook on.
Just get Facebook on because I've emailed it to you. That's the link.
So, what's everyone else doing out there while they're waiting for us to get this figured out? You in the chat. You people in the chat.
It says entering as a guest.
I checked the invoice today. This is good till October, so.
Yeah. That should be okay, right? If he says a guest. I don't know if we have a phone number.
What do you want a phone number for?
Phone number. I don't know if there is a phone number for this.
No, there's not.
Oh, some programs have a number you can call into to.
No, this isn't.
Dialing.
We ain't fancy like that. Huh. That's a bummer, man. I wonder what's happened.
Yeah, I don't get what's what, because he should come in a browser just like he did the other night. So I'm wondering what's up.
I sent it on Facebook, but he's not watching that.
He gets on there sometimes. I think he posts on there sometimes. He was posting about So you think it's cool? I just threw away all the full GVACW stuff out of my 3-dog to lighten the box up.
Yeah, I pulled it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I just threw it away.
He's telling you to email him your phone number.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can talk.
Mine. So we can
talk to it. While he's doing that.
Okay, hold on.
Jeff, I know you guys talked about this, but I think I missed that part of I wasn't on for all your unboxing of 3-dog, but I really like those big hex.
Oh yeah,
the zoom ins.
Yeah, those are nice looking.
Yeah, I'm just so glad they're doing that now. I know they do that in Army Group South, and I know they're doing a lot of GVACW games, but
everybody seems to like those. I got no place to set it up right now. I got 2 games over there. I'm still messing with Terry's game, and
then when you said it required 4 sleds or whatever counter trays, I was like, didn't know they were coming with them too. And that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So once I figured it out, obviously 4 GMT trays will drop in there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at here, the Gray Ghost himself.
Well.
I should have got dressed up for this occasion. I didn't know you were coming. I mean, oh wait, well, you're just wearing a t-shirt too. Are your sleeves cut off yet?
No, but I got a big stain in the middle of this. See it?
Oh yeah. Now you're reaching our level. He'll be there.
I changed to a clean old t-shirt.
You got a dirty old sweatshirt on.
Dirty old sweatshirt, no pants on, then you'll be right in with us.
Oh yeah.
How's it going, Ross?
Going good. I'm working on the P Ridge playtest module, get that to Clinton, and then he's got his full playtest suite to get that moving. Because it's going into the queue for pre-order later this summer.
And that's going to include...
What do we got that hasn't? So we got Simple. That's the Simple kit is on pre-order. Stepping into Hell is on pre-order. There he is.
Oh, backstage. Okay, he made it.
I got you.
He made it.
Damn, pay them New York internet gerbils more money so you have better internet.
No. Oh, hang on. I got to kill the other volume.
Yeah, Doug, good. I'm glad I saved you a couple dollars.
I'm in real time now. I don't know. It was the screen's very small. I thought I was in, but I had to push another button. That's all. Apologies.
Yeah, crap happens.
Yeah. But now I have Alan's phone number, so I can torture him anytime I want now.
Yeah, perfect.
So you guys ready to play this last turn?
Yep.
Or so what I'm going to do is I have you on the TV set so I can see in a 10-second delay, but I'm going to bring up the thing and I want to just talk for a moment just so everybody's on the same sheet of music. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I'm sharing out now. So
yeah, you guys see I'm synchronized, sending synchronization. Please wait a few minutes. Oh, so I have to synchronize again, I guess. Is that what it's telling
no,
me?
you should be. You're in here, I think.
Yeah, I mean I see the map and I'm moving. You see me moving the map around?
I don't say moving a map, but I'll move a unit. Move a unit.
All right, I'm gonna move this cavalry unit. Did that move?
Yeah, that moved. Yep, that's fine. You're in.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, good. So, what I wanted to do for folks who, I would like to bring your attention to. I can use this radar thing. See these you guys right here?
Yeah, field. And Kershaw.
Yeah, Kershaw, Field C, Field A, right? And his cavalry unit. So this is just because I want to make sure that you understand. This is a rule that is, I think it's well written, but sometimes people are confused. So these 3 units are all 5 hexes from A, you see? So in other words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Okay.
Any unit that's in that zone, its ZOC and ZOI don't block outside of the zone any strategic, pathways. Now, this guy and this guy are outside the zone. They totally prevent.
They block. Yeah.
They do block it. So realistically, if I'm able to, obviously we'll be maneuvering and moving around, but if I can clear this zone in here, it'll be a Union strategic victory. I just didn't want to catch you guys off guard by all of a sudden pulling that one if you didn't understand what's going on geometrically.
Yep. I was just looking at that before we got on, just to make sure that I was clear. And thanks for pointing that out. But yeah.
Yeah, because the way the rule's written is it says a unit within the zone to include its ZOC and ZOI do not project or block. So, in other words, if like I said, I just didn't want to I just want to make sure you guys knew what was going on.
Yeah. Let me with that though, I did have one question. I'm glad, like I said, glad you brought that up. Like this guy here, Field B, right there.
Yeah, Field B. Yeah.
He's outside the zone. Now let's just say, for the sake of argument, he's outside the zone. But does his ZOI and ZOC being projected back into the zone, does that count for blocking?
It counts for any kind of game purpose, but it won't block the strategic path.
Okay. So the strategic path is basically an umbrella around, in this case, the A hex. And
right, but if he was but if you think about it logically, if he's projecting a ZOI into the zone, then he's outside the zone. Therefore, he was blocking it anyway.
Yeah, he'd be blocking it there. I'm just thinking if for some reason, some crazy reason, you could kind of trace a loop around it. You know what I mean? But it included.
Well, you really can't, because remember, it has to be on roads. So it's not like I could go wandering. It's not like it has to be down the road. So you can't be wandering, through the woods and all this kind of crap anyway.
But anyway, no, it makes total sense that the ZOIs projected backwards don't count. So that makes sense.
But what I'm trying to say is it's moot, because if you're outside the zone projecting it in, then you're already blocking it on the outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So to catch us up to where we were, you guys automatically have the initiative, and last session you rolled a die, and so Lee gets to redeploy without, you passed the redeployment roll. So that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
So we're up to HQ redeployment. Unless you have you want to talk about anything else before we go?
No. I didn't have anything else. No, that was the only thing.
You, Jeff? What about you, Jeff?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm good too.
Oh, hey, Mark, I don't have any questions either. Thanks, man.
Wardrobe has a lot of questions. It's just not pertinent to the game at hand.
By the way, there's a guest star in my room. Hey, Sophia, look up for a second. What happened here?
Oh,
just come over here for a second. Say hi to everybody. No, just come over here. You'll see yourself in it. Takes 10 seconds.
Mean like you got a couple. Oh, okay.
Here she comes.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
We're gonna be putting her to sleep real quick.
Hello.
There she goes. There you go. That's Sophia. And okay, so she'll roll dice for me at some point. But there you go. So I got, like I said, I got a full house here, and we're in the back room where the other kids are all sleeping somewhere else. And I got all the doors closed. So she's the older one, so she'll be up. She's on her iPad over there. I don't know, inventing, redrawing characters for her video game. So she's plenty busy.
Cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
So over to you guys to deploy your HQ.
I'm going to move him one, Alan.
Yeah, I was going to say, just to keep them. Yeah, I think that's good.
You like that?
Yep.
Okay, I already know where I'm putting mine, so I looked at this already. Let me see. I flip. Yeah, there we go. And he goes to, what hex am I sending to? Okay. He's going to Mrs. Rowe's house. He's going to sit on the porch and watch the war.
And whittle.
Whittle.
He's going to whittle on that porch right there.
Chew on a cigar.
Yeah, I actually want to try. How do you put the little? Oh, you do it on the. I just want to see how it looks. If it's doing it correctly. Show command radius.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is being done correctly. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that'll do her.
What did Kibler do to them? What map change was there that Charles Kibler did?
Oh, well, no, he didn't do a map change. What it is that the original Vassal set was done with a earlier, one of the play tests for, like not the ultimate, like a penultimate version of the game. And so what was clearly missing was
Right
one of the
here.
most important hexes in the game is this one. Yeah, it was missing Laurel Hill. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't remember. Joel made this long ago, and I just never looked at it. I just didn't think that. I thought he had the latest. Maybe Charlie sent him like one version, sent them the wrong version. Who the hell knows? But Alan caught it, so now it's all up to snuff now.
Yeah, and particularly important for the Spotsylvania scenario. Not so much for us, but
Yeah, it had no effect on this game because the terrain around here hasn't changed since forever. But that Laurel Hill might have been. I don't know. The other thing is he might have had it on another layer of a map that he sent them, like didn't send all the layers. Who the hell knows?
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
It's correct now. That's all that matters. Okay, so there we go. So let's just go through the sequence of play here.
Yeah, detachment.
So we've redeployed. Do you guys want to put a detachment? Well, you don't have a detachment. I killed the only one you had.
Yep.
I don't have anything to recall. There's no off-map movement. It's formation determination first. And let me see. So I've got one here. I've got one here, though that guy's in the woods, so as soon as he moves, he's going to change formation anyway. No. These guys back here are okay. Oh, these guys will flip.
This guy back here.
Yeah, there's back there. And now for you guys, you might have one or two. I don't know. I haven't looked carefully. None of those guys down in the bottom are eligible.
No, there's only a couple. It was just Fitzy.
Yeah, just a cab up there. Yeah.
And Anderson B. flipped over.
That looks right. Okay, so now we're into disengagement. You guys go first. Are you going to disengage anybody?
Ooh. We want to disengage. What looks interesting? Anything?
Yeah, well, one of the main reasons why I went through that whole thing is the guy you do not want to disengage is Field B.
Yeah. These guys.
That was why I went through that whole dissertation, so to make sure you didn't think to do that.
Yep. Well, I mean, down there, I don't think there's anybody who want to disengage. I'm just kind of looking up to see. To the north, there's not much we can do because they're in good positions. I don't think there's any disengagement.
All right.
Jeff, any thoughts? Or
I just tell me when you're
I say
good with that.
We can't disengage because we need to keep him in check right where he's at.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Okay. Sounds
right,
good.
So I have 3 disengagements, which I am going to take.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a heads up. It's going to alt. How's this work? Oh, there. This one's going to disengage, and he's going to go 3 back to 2. No, he's going to go back 3 to here. Okay, it's 1. Yep. And the next one, it's written down. I have a little map actually. I'm playing from. Where is this guy? I'm looking for. He's for oh, here he is. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3. That's my second one.
Yep.
And my third one is 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm done with my disengagements.
Good.
So now we're up to. I don't think you guys weren't. I don't think anybody was constructing any field works, right?
No field works. No, you just have the one up there, and it's already constructed.
Yeah, and it's already constructed. So then you guys have the first move.
Okay. Movement. Interesting. Interesting here. So he's disengaged. He'd be good over there. But.
Mark, I saw you're going to be teaching this or demoing it in Minneapolis in July.
Oh yeah. Are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to come up.
Well, then come on by and play.
You're going to have all the maps set out? You're going to have a mile of maps on the table?
So a mile is an exaggeration. It's Todd speaking, right? Because I can't see your face.
No, that was Ross. That's the
That was
smart
Ross.
Oh, Ross said that. Ross, yeah, you're on a TV over there in a 10-second delay, so I can't tell. I'm looking at another screen. The answer is I've asked for 2 6-foot tables, which will let me set up the all the maps. And what I'm going to try to do what Alan was at GMT East. I set all the maps up, and I start one scenario in one end. I start another scenario at the other end, and start another scenario in the middle. So we get 3 scenarios going simultaneously, but you get to see all the maps.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
All right, I'm going to take
for sure.
Johnson B up here is going to move down to there. Okay.
Right, you have to move them closer to your your HQ, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let me see. Oh, I didn't mean to move that guy. That was not my intention. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this. I'm just going to put on Grant's command raise just so I can keep track of what's going on here. Yeah. Okay, I've moved.
Okay.
Barlow A moved down a space.
Right.
Whose screen are we seeing? Alan's?
Mine, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm synchronized to Alan in the Vassal room.
Yeah, all right.
Just hit the radar signal when you're moving a piece, just so I can keep track.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll give you a flash of the piece here.
So
Trying to think what to be next here. There can be locked up. He's gonna be stuck there. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. One of that. So I'll leave him there. Gonna leave him there. Stuck there. It's got to be on the road.
and just for the record, I'm not going for a. I'm playing with as my name, General Grant. I'm not looking for some cheap, tactical victory here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be, it's do or die, baby.
Yeah, I know. That's why that's kind of what I'm calculating here myself.
Hey Hexy, how do you feel, by the way? You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm still a little bit drugged, but it's going away. Whatever. I don't know what got me, but it got me.
Oh, you hang out with a lot of different people, I'm sure, at work, so you get whatever they get.
That's why you'll notice I'm letting Alan handle everything in my sector right now.
You're not supposed to operate heavy machinery or Civil War divisions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No heavy machinery or Corps Command while under the influence.
Well, this is very responsible.
Oh wow! I just looked up. I see we've got a full boat here. We got all 5, the whole 4 of you guys. It's like the 4 Stooges,
Whoa.
We just need to fit.
Hey, I was a big Stooges fan. That's not an insult.
I gotta move him down there, but he's gonna be All right, well I gotta do it. One. All right, sorry, moving Anderson here. Boom.
Yeah, I see him. Go ahead.
1, 2, and then flip.
Okay, so Anderson went 1, 2, and he flipped. Right, I see him. Okay, so my next move is Barlow B went down 1.
Not much I can do about that.
Yeah, this is incredibly historical, it seems,
Let's go over there.
because this is second core duking it out with the first core.
Here.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, just a little farther south than actually happened.
Actually, it's not much further south,
Or
but
not
it's
south.
definitely further west. The
West,
real
yeah.
battle, in the real action. So this is
Up here.
No, but let me see where you're looking. No, this is where the Widow Tapp's house is, and so the front lines were more like here,
Yeah.
here.
Because it was right around the unfinished railroad, because there was a big
Yeah,
lofty path right around
exactly. And one of the things I did do is even though I have Longstreet coming in from down the road, which is how he attacked, in reality, his path was really he actually entered here, went up here, and when he got to Parker's store, he went right. But that was going to create all sorts of you could put a variant in, but the map's cut off. That was the problem. Right over here, right off the map here is Vertiersville, and that's where the big crossroad is. That couldn't get it on the map without really screwing up Spotsylvania Courthouse. So it was just,
Right.
like I said, sometimes you're just stuck for so much room.
Yeah. All right. What am I going to do here?
Have you moved? I didn't see anything.
No, I haven't moved. I haven't moved yet. I'm still talking and thinking at the same time. All right. Let's bring Anderson.
Oh, and by the way, I have 5 ammo and you have 6.
Right. That's what should have on here. Let me just double check it.
I just want to make sure we had that right too.
Yeah, let's move those down. Now we're right. All right. So let's move again. Anderson down 1.
Oh, you guys shifted Lee is. Oh, I had Lee in the wrong place. Yeah, now that makes sense. Okay, so I got that.
Lee's right here.
So Barlow B goes there. Over to you.
All right. Kind of what I thought. He's okay for now.
And for what it's worth, remember when HQs of 2 or 3 stars are showing, whether you use the HQ or not, pursuit, if possible, is up to 2 hexes.
Oh, after a successful attack?
Well, you don't pursue after an unsuccessful attack.
True.
But yes, I was just being a jerk. But yes, you're correct. Only if you win the battle.
We approve of that behavior here.
Okay, well,
That's okay. That's okay. This is.
I got a 9-year-old here. I got to show respect,
Yeah, well, that should end right now.
Actually, she's been writing songs and using GarageBand to make to record her first. She writes songs and she does all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, it's amazing what they do with this stuff. Okay,
Johnson A. Gonna move there.
so who was that? That was Johnson A.
A
moving adjacent to those other guys.
2009.
Got it. Yeah. No, I see it. I remember I'm translating this to a written map, the real map. Okay, Barlow A's moved.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Well, I
So
wasn't trying to be. I'm attacking you. What did you think was gonna? Remember, you always talk about how much this game is all about maneuver. Not right now.
no, well, I know where you're going. So
Yeah,
Johnson
of course.
A
Now
move.
Johnson B. Okay, Johnson B moved, closed in on Johnson A.
Yeah, Johnson A moved next to Johnson B.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Okay, so this guy now goes here. Okay.
And he'll go here.
Okay, so now I got to see where Grant's.
Or actually, no, I can't do that. Wait a minute. He's got to go.
He's got to go. Well, I don't know
way.
where. As long remember, once you're inside his 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he's inside his command range now.
Is he? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I think.
Oh
so.
yeah, he was. Okay, so he can go that way. Okay. All right.
So he is. Wait, he's adjacent to Robinson,
A.
Yeah, that was a legal move. That was totally cool. Now, Hef A and B. Oh, that was Johnson A who moved, not Johnson B.
No, Johnson B is still back to
Yeah.
the.
So, so you moved him up twice. Okay, wait. Let me just. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I got this correct. Oh, so Johnson B is actually. Yeah, he's like that in that line. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so now I want to make sure I get this right. Okay. So Grant's, I gotta make sure I get his. I moved legally here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to show his command range. Where's the other ninth corps guy? Okay. So he's within he's still within command range and all that good stuff.
Yeah. He's flipping. Okay.
Yep, he flipped because he's now within 2 of a bunch of people.
Yeah. All right, Johnson B is now coming down here.
No, Johnson B is Johnson B one next to Johnson A.
Yeah, he was up here.
Oh, he's B.
He went down to there.
Oh, I see. It's like a little curvy thing now going on.
Yeah.
But where's Johnson A also? Oh, I see. Oh, you know what it is? He's underneath the blue. The
the radius.
he's blue, but it's your. That was what's confusing me. The zone thing was making him look blue. Oh God, that's sad. Okay, so Potter is going to go here.
Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. That's okay.
Yeah, Potter was my my hero of, as you saw from the analysis. He's the hero.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That was really funny. That one of my it means a regular unit is not a good or a bad unit. He just was the hero.
Right. Oh. So he'd be over there. All right. I think I need to bring.
This attack's practically going to come down to one. We'll see how it works.
Yeah.
May work, it may not work. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take field A.
Yep.
Down here at the bottom. He's just gonna move to there.
Okay, so now he is. So now his stuff is active, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's out of the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's out of the 5 hex range.
That's
of
right.
A.
Yeah, I like I said, the probability of getting a strategic victory is slim to none. Actually, is none really. But now he's moving closer towards Grant, so it's okay.
Yep. Yeah. How do I want to play this? Actually, I think I want to take Anderson. No, not quite yet. Grant or Lee. Oh yeah, I know what I need to do. Johnson B up here. Sorry, I'm going back up here.
Yep, got him.
Gonna come on to the unfinished railroad next to
Okay.
Robinson
Nice.
A.
Okay. Hey, Sophia. Sophia. Okay, he goes here. Whoop, that jumped. He goes there.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's all right. Oops. I think I can't get. Actually, we'll take Heath A up here. And he'll move
Hefe, yeah, go ahead.
into there.
Okay, close it in there. Cool. Okay. So now we got to look at where's his zone now.
In the zone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can't go there legally. So he's those guys are pretty much out of it.
Say hello if you're in the chat. Let us know you're watching.
Oh, hang on. Again, I got to get rid of the zone thing. Keeps me not seeing who the Confederates are. Okay, now I see where everybody is. It's good.
All right. Is it my move? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can't get much more going, I think.
Get that attack
He's got to move.
on.
All right. I'm going to take Anderson down here next to Lee.
Yep.
He's going
Where's
to
he
go
going?
marching backwards a bit.
Backwards as long as he stays in his zone, it's all good.
Yep.
So this guy is at this bridge. Okay, so he's here. And you sent Anderson back the way he came. Okay.
Yep.
So Gibbon B will move into the space. Okay.
Come on, folks. 25 people out there watching. I've only seen about 10 say hey. Say hello.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Don't
You
take
jump
long.
on them there. You get them, Hexy. You don't let that happen.
Anderson B just moved up next to Gibbon B.
Okay. Yep, he sure did. And Griffin B has moved.
Oh.
Yeah, that field A move, Alan, that's exactly what I was thinking. Cross that river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I couldn't stop you. You could have done that move at any time because you were going first, so it didn't really matter. I couldn't stop that move.
Well, just look and see what we have left here.
Well, yeah, Mark, while he's moving, I started the Battle of Himera. That's
Himera. Okay.
Interesting little thing with that cavalry at the port.
Yeah, it's interesting. How many, the original Alexander, when I created the system from, in the beginning, I was doing it for GMT directly. It only had the 4 famous battles, but there's just all of those, Philip of Macedon battles and early Alexander trying to consolidate his power battles, and they fought the Greeks and all this kind of stuff, which got added later on. It's kind of cool. Did you move, Alan?
No, I'm looking to see what I have left.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't miss it. That's all.
No, I'm thinking I'm gonna pass it to you because I don't see anything else that's looking good. So
Okay.
roll the dice.
All right. So, hey, Sophia, come here to Grandpa.
Oh, I love that name. Tell me you named her after they named her after Sophia Loren.
She's Sophia. So, come over here.
Here?
The mouse is over here. You see that little gray dog there? I
Yeah.
want you to click it.
Okay, like this.
Yep. Well done. Good job.
Yay.
Yeah.
There we
all
go.
right.
Training.
So I've got I don't know how many. Let me count them up. Hey, she's waiting. I got 1. Oh no, he's in a ZOI. Let me see what I got here.
4.
There's only guys that are within range of the active. So it's actually not that many moves, by the way, because Grant's he's in command range. So that's the other. So I got 1, 2,
Oh, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6,
2, 3,
6.
4.
I think I have 7 guys that are, but maybe did I miscount that? Let me see. 1. No, that guy doesn't count. I might have miscounted. Wait, 1, 2, 3,
3,
4. I think I've only got 4 plus 3 is 7 moves.
7 moves. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so this is not going to take long. So let me just make sure I don't screw this up. 1, 2. That's 1.
Yep.
2, 3. 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do I have?
7. And 1 more.
6. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much with this one. 7. I don't want to block anybody's retreat route. Okay, so we're up to combat, my friend. You go first.
All right. Get rid of the radius. So we'll start over here with Johnson A.
Yep.
And he will go against. No, I got to do it this way. Let's turn him. There we go. Robinson A.
Okay, so let me get that.
Yeah, right click for your.
Oh, right. I got to right click for my support. Thanks for reminding me. Oh wait, you'll have to show me the trick to. I couldn't figure out how to chat in this window here.
Oh, there's a box right here. This box right here that you can just type. See how I'm typing?
What box? Like that's what I couldn't find. What box?
Oh, it's. Let me highlight it. Come on.
Highlight the
right
box.
Up here. Right off the map where the log is. Right in here, there's a. Oh, you can't see the box on there, can you? I guess I'm looking at it now. There's a little box right underneath the log of the moves and everything, and you can type in something there.
Wait. It's on the top toolbar or somewhere else.
Yeah, it's in the log. See the log right here? Can I flash this? No, I can't.
I don't see the log. That's the problem.
Oh, you're not.
Mark, you probably got the separate windows set up, so you're just seeing the map.
Yeah. Oh, I do have the other ones, but is it some other?
You got to toggle over to where the text log is, and it'll have a text entry at the bottom of it.
Yeah, I guess I'm. Let me just see something.
We've actually got.
I see.
Is
it part of the is it part of the online stuff or is it something else?
No.
It'll be right below all the scrolling text of where we're rolling dice and everything.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
right
it's below
here.
that, you mean? Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Wait, hang on. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let me see what I'm going to do here. So you guys are coming in with you got a 2. You're probably throwing artillery. So you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to hit me with 9 versus yeah. Okay, I got my decision. Go ahead. I've
All
made
right,
my
ready?
choice. Hit
All
it.
right, field.
Yep.
All right, both using it. So yeah,
So
I'm a 9.
and I'm a 5. Oh no, I'm not a 5.
No, you
I
got
am going to be a
6.
5. I'm not throwing in Grant.
You're not throwing in Grant.
I am not throwing in Grant.
Okay. So you'd be a 6, right? Because you got support from Griffin B there.
1, 5, 6. You're right. It's a 9v6.
Yep.
You roll and I'll roll.
All right, here we go.
Evening, William. I saw you,
6.
buddy. I just didn't say nothing.
6
Sorry.
is an SA. Good.
Yep.
And 1 is definitely a D. So an
D.
SA versus a D is defender blown. You got yourself some victory points there, boy.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Blown. That might have been it right there. Okay, and you can't advance.
Yeah, I can't advance.
Did you win us something?
He did.
I did. I just knocked out Robinson A from him. We got 3 more
Great.
points.
And I'm glad I didn't throw in Grant because it wouldn't have made a difference. All right. So here's my attack. It's going to be Bernie B hitting Wilcox,
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
and I am throwing Grant in.
All right.
And let me get the artillery thingy.
4, 7, 8.
So I'm going to be 2, 3, 4,
It's a
5,
It's a dice roll thing.
6, 7, 8. I'm going to be a 10 no matter what you do.
Yeah, hold
What
on.
are you- What are you doing?
I'm not throwing in Lee, I don't think. I think we'll be an
Okay.
8. We'll hold it at an 8.
You're an 8?
Yep.
All right, 10v8. This is the big one. 9. Could be Grant getting killed, but it is an SA.
Yeah. All right,
Roll.
here we go.
0.
Here.
There's what I was looking for.
So much
Oh,
for that.
I'm glad I didn't throw Grant in.
All right, well, it's a defender
Right.
blown.
Defender blown.
So
He's gone.
So we just traded bodies.
Yep.
And I definitely advance. Where is he? Did I advance him? Yeah. He advanced, and now I have to roll a die. Grant's fine.
Grant's fine.
It's only
6.
4 plus 2 is a 6.
All right.
Okay, you're up.
All right. Now let's go after. Let's go after the cheap points here. We'll take. I'll
Okay.
try to. Let's go with field A down here.
Where is he? Yeah.
There we go.
Versus Wilcox. Okay.
Wilcox. Try to get him. All right.
So I got. Where is he? Oh, hang on a second. I got it. So let me just catch this thing up so I can count easier. So Wilcox is out. Bernie B's here. Robinson A is out. Johnson A is here. So now it's starting to look like the wilderness, boys. Okay, so Wilcox is definitely in. Oh no, Wilcox is not in the command range anyway of Grant, so he's 1 hex out of it. Okay. So, and you are you are within Lee's
range.
command range. Okay, so let me see how this is. You 1, 2, 1. Okay, hang on. So, okay, reveal.
So we're using artillery. Let me knock those down. All right, so I've got 1, 3 for quality. Artillery makes a 6.
I'm a 6 again. Yeah, I'm a 6. And you're a what?
I'm going to throw Lee in on this one to make him 8.
Okay, so 10 versus 6. Go ahead, roll. 2 on a 10. Well, you're lucky. Well, 2 would have, even with the 9, it would have been. You got an A.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm on a 6 column. So I need a big roll here. That wasn't it.
Ooh.
A versus D, but it's a defender retreat, which is fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're in the open, so you don't have to.
1, 2, 3, and you're going to advance into there. And yeah, you get that off. Okay. So my next attack, my next trick is going to be Bernie is hitting the other part of Wilk. Let me see what I'm going to do here. Yeah, this is going to be I care. I don't think I care, other than popping him away from there.
Come
on, okay, so this is going to be Bernie B versus Wilcox A. So that's over here.
Yeah, it's that guy right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So put the arrow in there. I don't. Oh yeah. So you connect those. Okay. Let's move that arrow so it's off my piece so I can get to.
Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Okay.
Okay. You can reveal it anytime you want.
Yep. Alrighty.
Yeah, I figured everybody's going in, and I am going to throw Grant in again.
Let's see. What am I here? 1, 5, 7. No, 8. 1, 5, 8. Support is 9. No, I'll hold Lee off.
So it's a 10 versus a 9.
10, 9. Yeah.
There it is again.
There we go. I need a 9. 7.
So it's SASA. Attack or retreat, but you're in the woods, so you got to roll the blown die. That's artillery support.
Hold on.
Take your time. Retreat. You got away with it. And now I'm going to roll for Grant. Grant takes a hit. Oh, he's very healthy. The opposite of being hit. He's a 0.
I thought you said it was attacker retreat.
That was attacker retreat, Mark.
Oh, it's attacker retreat. Oh,
you got to roll.
Good for me. Thanks. Anyway, 1, 2,
and Grant died.
3. You're up.
Okay, well, hold on, back up. Don't you have to roll for blown?
He blew it. He rolled it for me, so it was fine. I thought he was rolling. It doesn't matter. It was rolled.
All right. And did Grant die?
No, I rolled a 0 for Grant.
All right. So now,
he's giving it his all, though. 2 9s in a row. It's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. All right. So back over here, I'm going to go with field A once again.
Okay.
And he's going to go up against Stevenson A this time.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Did we move down the? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. All right. So,
Mikey, hey, buddy. Meandering Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
My artillery. Oops, not over there. Let's move it over there.
Nord, you're just mad because we won't let Pennsylvanians move into this state.
Okay, you can reveal anytime.
I'm sorry, Nord.
Alan had to get a visa to come to Harper's Ferry in June.
Hey, remind me, when's that happening in June? When is that again?
Second week, starting the 5th.
All right, so 3, 6, Now he's got support from field B. So that'll make 9. Yeah, I won't throw Lee in.
And am I in range of Grant? Hang on a second. Let me see something. That might be important to me. Let me see something before I make a choice here.
Yeah.
Show command radius.
Yeah, I think you
Oh,
are.
he is in Grant's. Okay, so hang on.
4 max.
Okay, make your artillery choice. I am going to throw Grant in.
You are going to throw Grant in. Okay. Yep.
I am.
All set. Okay.
Reveal. Oh wait,
Yep.
that's not what I picked. I flipped it.
You flipped
I
it?
had no support. I don't know why. I put it
Okay.
no support, and when you revealed it, it flipped it to support.
Oh, okay. That's strange.
Well,
All right,
anyway, I'm a 5.
let me move this down. We're now down to 1 each. Yeah, so I should.
No. Yes, we're down to 1 each.
I should be at a 9.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm a 5.
All right.
No, wait, a 1, 5. I'm a 5. That's all I am. I have nobody next to me.
Oh, a 9. Yes. All right, 9. Yeah.
And I'm a 6, 7. I'm actually. Wait a minute. I threw Grant. Wait a minute. I got to get this right. I'm a 1,
Yeah, you threw Grant in.
5, 6, 7. I'm a 7.
Yeah.
9.
Well,
SA.
SA. So that's attack or retreat.
Yeah, but it's clear terrain, so he's not going to get hurt.
Yep. Get rid of that out of there.
And I have to roll for Grant again.
Oh.
Grant takes a bullet.
Oh, he does. Oh.
He does.
I got to figure out where I want to
Take,
put.
remove casualty. All right. So
Oops, wait a
he
minute.
is.
Hold on.
But I got to tell you, 3 9s in a row. That's pretty impressive performance.
All right. So we'll just go back 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Okay. So.
All right. Let's get rid of this. Oops.
Oh yeah, get rid of those things. So now So the question is, do I have another attack? And the answer is, yeah, I got 1 more. Actually, I got 2 more. But anyway, so this guy, Barlow B is attacking Wilcox A.
Okay, let's get an arrow on it for the
And
audience sake.
we each have 1 round of ammo left.
Exactly. Okay, let me get my declaration.
Reveal whenever.
All right, reveal. All right.
You went without it. So
I went without it.
So,
Yep.
all right, so I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 4, 5. 8 to 5.
5.
Yes?
I will throw in Lee, so that'll make 7.
Okay, so you're throwing in late. Okay, so what, love? Good night, love you. Give me a kiss.
Night.
All right, love you.
All right.
Sleep tight.
Yeah.
I will see you. Get me in the morning, okay? She is such a doll, that kid. I'm sorry. I have an 8, and you have a what?
7. 8, 7.
All right, here comes my 8.
Oh,
There's another 9. Wow,
9.
that's crazy.
3.
On a 7.
7. A.
Is
F.
A. So you have to roll the blown die. Wait,
Defender
SA versus A is, defender retreats. You have to roll the blown die because you're in defensible terrain. Blown.
All right, eliminated.
Oh, you got another 20 minutes? Sweet. Okay, pal. And he advances.
I got another 4 hours.
Okay, get rid of all that. So now it's over to you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm out of ammo,
Well, that's interesting.
and you have 1 shot.
Right. Let's see. I gotta turn this off a second. Yeah, so we're gonna take Anderson A.
Who? Just
Anderson
just
A
highlight.
right
I don't know
here.
where are you looking? Oh, okay.
Right there.
And he's going after who?
Gibbon
Gibbon B.
B. Yeah.
Okay, and he's in good terrain. Good terrain. Okay.
Yeah. So you're good.
I'm a 5.
Yeah, you're gonna be a 5. No, you're 5. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be a. Do I want to throw my artillery? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It makes 8. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the last artillery here. I gotta get him. So let's take that down. So I am throwing in the artillery, so that's gonna make 8. And
I'm a 5.
then you're a 5. Yep.
Roll.
All right, there we go.
5.
5.
Okay, I think you did okay there. So I have to roll the blown die. I retreat.
Ah,
And you don't advance.
no, I don't advance.
So at this
Okay.
point, I think there's really not much more to be had here. I'm gonna pass. So it's over to you. You roll a die. Just roll a 10-sided die. We'll just see how many attacks you get, and we'll worry about it from there.
0.
0. You have 3 attacks, but I'm sure that's 3 more than you need, or 2 more than you need.
Well, let me see here. What do we got for eliminated units? Where's Robinson? What happened to your eliminated Robinson unit?
Probably this blown box.
You see, at the moment.
Oh, it's in the blown box. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've lost 2 units, right, to your
4 units.
4 units, and the detachment.
Yeah. So it's 13 to 6, right?
36, 9. Yeah, 13 to 6. That's correct.
Okay. All right. We got to find some good ones here. I got to go after Potter B, I think, right here.
Okay. Defensible terrain.
Yep. Across the river. Try to get him to even it up a little bit. There's no artillery, so I am 1, 2, supported with Kershaw.
You're a 5.
5.
Come on, I'm 5 unless you throw in Lee.
I'm throwing in Lee for 7.
So it's 7-5.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
D.
So I got an A and you got a D. So a D versus an A is an attack or retreat, but you got to roll the blown die.
Well, no, you're in clear terrain. Oh no, you're in defensible.
Now you're attacking across a river.
River. Yep. That just did it right there. Horrible. All right.
I think I just got to an operational victory, actually.
I think you did. Delete off of there. Let's see. Hopefully I don't kill Lee here or Grant. Lee here.
No, Lee's fine. You rolled a. Oh, what'd you roll? Oh, what'd you roll? I didn't.
I rolled a 0.
Oh yeah, you got to roll for Lee, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, Mark, doesn't this guy stop that?
What are you saying, my friend?
Doesn't this guy right here? He's 10-second delay. Sorry, doesn't he stop that zone of influence? The field.
No, I'm behind. B. I mean, Potter B is behind a river. I'm not sure what you're asking.
Yeah. Field B. You said zone of control, zone of influence outside the box.
Oh no, there's no strategic victory. No, I said operational.
I thought you said you just got a.
No, I see. Remember, the 7-point difference or less is a tactical victory. 8 or more is an operational victory. Nobody's getting a strategic victory.
Okay.
Is that what you were asking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're good.
All right, so let's see. 2 more attacks. Man, that stinks. So now you're up to 16 to 6, right?
Yeah, at this point.
Is there anything else we can do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, it's either Alan, it's either you just take whatever shots you got because
I've only got 2 shots. I don't think it's going to work because I got to get, even if I got 2 units, it's not going to do it because, he's still got 5 units. It would be 5 to 4 at that point. So, I think we're there. I don't think we can get any more because I don't see anything that's going to cause blown units.
Yeah,
but that's serious.
I buy into that. Hey, look, good news. We finished. There you go. Right.
Yep. No, that was good. That was good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Well, first off, congratulations. I mean, I think it was I thought it was a well played game. I mean, and
oh yeah, I liked it.
And I have to say that last run of 9s for me, I don't know where that came from, but okay, shit happens.
Good old Vassal dice. Good old Vassal dice. So yeah,
could have gone either way. Although Grant did take a bullet, or his staff took a bullet, or something happened. Could have been me. Yeah. Who knows?
Well, I've killed Grant 3 times. No, yeah, 3 times, 4 times. Sorry.
Well, remember, every time you use your leader, it's a 6% chance he's going to become a casualty. And after 3, so 94 to the third power is going to probably get you to a pretty good number at that point. See, 9 by 9 is 8.8 and 0.7. Yeah, at that point you're 20. Yeah, you're starting to get up towards like a 16%, 1 in 6 chance of taking a leader casualty at that point. Oh, and it's also Grant. Yeah, it's like a 1 in 6 chance at that point.
But the weird thing is, all the games I've played, I've killed Grant, but I've never killed Lee.
Well, that's just shows your Southern sympathies.
That's not has anything to do with you. It's Bobby Lee.
It's Bobby Lee. Yeah, I tell you.
That was Jeff. Let me get.
I gotta tell you, every time I play this game, this particular scenario, which I have played many times, this one, I mean, they all had some similarities, but this one was definitely different than any of the other ones I've ever played. In a good way. I mean, it was a solid match.
That's good. No, I'm really liking it, and keep playing it. Actually, I've got another guy who messaged me the other day, says he wants to play it. He's played it on Steam, but he hasn't played it face to face. So
yeah, well, Steam. I mean, for all Steam is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, and it plays well. But if you're if you're one of those people who picks up on AI very well, you can find its vulnerabilities and exploit them.
Yeah,
you're telling me this is on Tabletop Simulator?
No, sir. You know what Steam is like, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, my library is like 500 games.
Yeah, well, if you spend another, I'd give it to you for free if I had a way to do it. But if you spend another $7, you can get Rebel Fury on Steam.
Oh, that's right. You all made the digital versions of them. I forgot about that.
Yes, I didn't do it, but Bob Tipton did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to. Well, let me just save this anyway. Save game.
I do have a log file for you if you want this time, Mark.
Oh, good. And I'm going to send. Hang on. I'm going to do this, but this time I'm going to do.
End it now.
Yeah, hang on. And then I can see you guys on the screen here. And Hexy, and there we go.
Let's see.
Save. Okay. And I'll drop off here. And there you guys are. I can see you now on the screen.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Nord. Yeah, I don't need help like that.
Well, Mark, what did you guys think? What do you think? Hexy, you were very quiet tonight. You must not be feeling well.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover. So that's why Alan was doing everything because I don't have it. But I don't know if I got a feeling it probably never happens to you. But tell me if I'm wrong. You ever lose your mojo for really wanting to play anything or do anything? I mean, I go through it once in a while.
If I'm really sick, yes. I mean, if you get really sick. I know I'm sick when I can't read. Like if I try to read and my brain can't even process the words, then I know I'm sick. So yes, I don't play games much when I'm really sick. But thankfully, I actually had a bad run during the winter, but now I'm having a good day, so I don't complain.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I told Asa I wasn't even sure we're going to wrap this up. I'm kind of glad we did. It's kind of cool to see how this thing. I mean, this is proof that. Well, I mean, you've created a knockout because this thing came right down to literally the last turn as a decision maker on where the victory level went in this game. And I mean, and it seems to me that there's multiple options, I think, for either side to pursue victory in this game. I mean, you're given, and this is what I like. I hate games that are strictly casualty point evaluated for victory. I can't stand that. Although I get it. There were probably some battles in history that's all it was about. But the options of having multiple tiers of victory, I think that's just a wonderful thing in this system here. And, and you said it yourself last time, it's move. And towards the end, it's now you're fighting.
Yeah, once you get to where you're going. And by the way, attrition, I mean, is a general, I mean, ultimately, you got to have some level of, performance. And I remember when I told the play testers that a strategic victory trumped any kind of casualties, they were like, "What? You kidding me?" I said, "You think Grant cared about how many people got killed? Look how many he killed. He didn't worry about that too much. He was going to win the war, and it was going to take as many. So attrition really wasn't a factor to him. And if you read I've read his correspondence. Anybody can. It's all online in the operation, official records of the rebellion. I mean, his thing was, hey, I didn't lose any units, and they did. So
right.
I'm doing good. That's how he looked at it.
Well, I always found it interesting that throughout the entire war, Lincoln and I guess Stanton wouldn't allow any general to pull troops away from Washington until Grant come along.
Yeah, well, the issue was though that what Grant did so Lincoln, if you ever play For the People, and I've gotten 25 years of criticism from a bunch of people who really don't know very much. You can see it all over Lincoln's correspondence. If he felt if he lost the capital even for a minute, he was done, and the Union would lose the war. And it pretty much results in that if the Rebs ever take it. So he's always and I create that paranoia in that game. And even if you look, in fact, I had a little show and tell for you guys. I literally just got some of this stuff today. So let me see. I see the camera. So here is.
Nice timing, Wardrobe.
Don't tease us. Don't. When
That's counter sheet 1. Tilly moves north.
When do you think you'll have a vassal mod? So
good job, Mark.
Getting after it.
I'll get back to you in a second. I would say that it'll be sooner than later. There's counter sheet 2.
Oh Lord.
Nice.
And
actually, wait a minute. Let's get him. Wait a minute. Let's get you on the spotlight here.
Oh yeah. Make him embiggen.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So this one. Give me 1 second. I have to read the side. Oh, so these are so what you can't see easily is the counters across the top here. That's the Battle of Gettysburg. And the counters here in this row, that's the June 23rd campaign that uses all 8 maps, if you want to do that. And then this is counter sheet 3. Again, you can see there's more scenarios getting put in, but these are the ones I got so far. And this row of counters here is the June 28th, which is when Meade takes over a command scenario. So you got some really nice campaign scenarios. I can't even take it. It looks so good. And then there's going to be so the game. I now know the full set of scenarios in the game is going to be. Let me start from the beginning. So you got South Mountain and you got Antietam, and you have a campaign, the Antietam campaign, which I call Order 191. So that's like the entire McClellan going after a Lee thing. Then in 1863, you have the June 23rd campaign. You got the June 28th campaign. You got the first, second, and third day of Gettysburg are separate scenarios, and you have the 1 through 4 Gettysburg scenario. The whole thing through the 4th.
Okay.
And all the campaign scenarios, by the way, go back till the middle of July, so you get the whole retreat out of Virginia. Assuming you win the battle, you get the whole retreat. And I'll probably have a Williamsport scenario just because it might be interesting, even though it never happened. And then the bonus is going to be Early's 1864 attack. Because we have the maps, and it's not many counters. It's only it's like a core. Yeah. So you've got the Battle of Monocacy River, and the Early's assault is in the game. Will be a bonus scenario.
Okay.
So Mark, on like Gettysburg, how many hexes does Gettysburg take up, and then like the battlefield? Like 5, 6? Like how wide would that be? Like,
all
right. So in GCACW, the Gettysburg battlefield, like you typically see them at, it's like 2 by 3 hexes, right? There's
gosh, no. The Gettysburg battlefield is probably 9 or 10 by 8.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's a different scale too. I was just curious. Okay.
Well, that's why it is. Yeah. Well, that's the point of the grand tactical scale. But what's really interesting is at this scale. So, did you ever read the book by his name is Troy Hermon? Lee's Real Plan at Gettysburg. Did you ever read that book?
I don't know that one.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of there's a lot of scholarship, and that's been given. I have a bunch of seminar papers from the Gettysburg has regular like seminars, and there's a whole. You can get them all online, by the way. You go to the Gettysburg Institute. I forget. It's got the word Gettysburg Institute. I think is what it's called. And every year they have these seminars, and there's a lot of papers. And what they're basically saying is the whole little round top narrative that's been affirmed by movies and books and all that isn't holding up to actually going through all of what was going on. So Little Round Top was a hood diverted most of Law's brigade to go try to mess with it, but the main attack had nothing to do with that. It was a converging attack on Cemetery Hill, which was a salient especially you see it at this level, no different than the mule shoe. And it didn't work, but it was, and anyway, I just finished writing a big Cleo's Corner about it. And once I get, it in, maybe I can probably privately share it with you guys, but you can't get out until after the magazine comes out. But, but the reality is that it turns out that Sickles being in the peach orchard was far more significant than people think. And it may have been Sickles who, by accident, saved Meade, even though Meade thought he had lost the battle because of it.
Yes. Where's McMurray?
I know McMurray.
I know. He misses tonight.
I've always believed that Sickles' forward move was, I'm not going to say it was stupendous, but I think it was intelligent.
Jeff, I agree with you 110%. And by the way, all the scholarship, most of the scholarship these days, there's been a lot of analysis and a lot of detail from the official reports and the Southern Historical papers, and there was interviews with Lee after the war and his official, and if you look at it, they didn't even send a full brigade at Little Round Top, whereas 10,000 guys, Longstreet led 10,000 guys down the road, Emmitsburg Road, to roll up Cemetery Ridge. And the big attack, but he was the supporting attack to Ewell coming up East Cemetery Hill. Right. That's that's Hayes's brigade mostly, which is, of course, the Louisiana Tigers is the 6th Louisiana. So, and anyway, it's clear to me that that's what was going on, because if they were really going after, and it's a long, I've written literally 12,000 words on it, which I'm handing in a couple of days. So there'll be more than enough of my view of things. Now, am I right? Nobody can ever know. We can't talk to Robert E. Lee, and we can't talk to Longstreet, and ask them different questions.
It changed the attack plan that they had by him being there. And
Yeah, it disrupted the attack. It broke up the attack up the Emmitsburg Road.
Right.
And in fact, I just got, the battle for and like I said, when we go, I've told my wife, I may even try to drag her there with me because, she might go for a night as long as the hotel's nice. I'll take her to one of the nicer newer ones they put together over there. What is it, like a Marriott and a Hyatt there at Gettysburg now?
There's plenty of new ones up the York Pike there.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll be there. Like I said, I'm planning on coming on the 19th, and I'm going to bring my Gettysburg. I'm going to bring some of this stuff with me, so you'll all see it. Like I said, my goal is I want to go to the Peach Orchard. That's what I'm going to do. I got to go to the Peach Orchard.
Mark, did you get? I sent you some pictures of the Peach Orchard. Did you get those?
You did, and I appreciate that. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
I hope to stand there and talk with you more about that in October.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I guess the $64 question for me is: are we going to keep playing games, or are you guys done?
Yes, sir. Are you kidding? This has been.
Well, I don't know.
Alan and I can go back and forth, all the time, but having you in here, yeah.
Well, listen, I'm doing. Just so you know, I'm playing you guys because I'm having a good time. That's why I'm playing.
Wow.
So the only thing I have to say is next week, there's a family house, and as I'm the last living male in the family, I have to go up and power wash the deck and put it in order for everybody comes up for the summer, and the old boy has to go up there and clean the place up. Clean up the outside. The inside's impeccable the way my mother-in-law keeps it. But who's, by the way, I've been driving her around a lot. She just stopped driving. She's 100.
Oh, gee, you and Alan have much more in common than
Yeah, we've talked about it. Yeah, we talked about his. But anyway, so I'm going to go up there and pass. So Wednesday I will be there. I have a friend coming up. We're going to take apart a crib, and so send it to his house. I got a bunch of things to do, so I can do this. The only time I can do this next week would be Friday, or it's just the week after. I'm fine.
Well, we'll just push it off because I need to come out of my slump. And we're trying to.
I'll tell you what. We'll go for what is today? Today is Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So we could go for a week from this coming Wednesday. Does that work?
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't have a calendar in front of me.
Third. That's the third.
That's 2 days before we go to the.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that. Yeah.
I'm good with June 3rd. We'll talk. And now I have Alan's phone number in case that was just user error on my part. Now that you see this laptop didn't show me that there was more screen that I had to roll up on to find that button. That was the problem. I thought I was in. It said you're in the back to let you in, and I didn't read it carefully that you have to set up your studio.
Yeah, no
I didn't see the button. Well, now I know how it works now, so I won't make that mistake again. I only screw up once on anything, so it's fine.
Yeah, cool.
But it was a good session. It was a very good session, and it's not even that late. What time is it? It's like only it's 9:30, and we didn't really start until about 8:20, given all this silliness that I went through. So,
Mark,
anyways, a good battle.
I got a quick question.
You got 5 questions. I'm not. The kids are all
Army of Potomac.
Yes.
Oop, he froze up there.
Oh,
there he goes. With a full campaign, all right. I know we've laid out all the maps and it's beautiful like that, but
thank you.
And this is for the audience as well as me. But could I start the campaign on, up at Spotsylvania and just put down, Spotsylvania maps, 1 or 2 of those, play those out, and just kind of move the maps along? Is that possible?
That's what I wrote. I wrote that exactly in the playbook to do that. It's a conveyor. Okay. You got to play like a conveyor belt.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can.
And the only part that you have to sort of like. So there's the cavalry is at the far end of the map, and so you just got to say like, okay, if they're moving back, here's how long it is before they kind of catch back to the other side. You can count hexes and not get into the whole. Just assume that the Union's going to ride back and the Confederates are going to screen them, but they're not going to fight with each other. Then you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's
but that's how I was doing. That is how I play it, unless I'm, I did have for a while the whole thing like linearly set up, but that took like every table and space I had in my
Right.
where I work. I couldn't do anything else. So I eventually what I ended up doing is if you have 2 6-foot tables,
Yeah.
instead of putting them, because the room's only so big, you put them, long to long. I ran A, B, and C up one side, and then they just kind of come around the corner and go down that way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, I can run it. It takes up my whole house, but I can run it from one side of the house to the other.
Well, that's different. But I basically, when I play it, first of all, if you're on map A for the majority, for almost, unless something weird happens, you're going to probably be on map A for more than a third of the campaign.
Right. Okay.
And then there's a run period, and then you're on the far end for the last third of the campaign, and the other third is running down all the other maps between them. So,
okay. It's good to know. It's good to know. Makes it a little
and like I
easier
said,
for
the 7. I'm interested to see how you guys end up playing your 7 days eventually, because like I said, it's good solitaire scenario.
Well, and Kev's playing it right now too. I was just watching
Yeah.
his video earlier. So
Who's playing it?
Kev, big board.
Oh, is he playing Army of the Potomac right now?
Yeah, he's playing 7 days.
7
I
days.
didn't know. Is he on? Is it live, or he just posted
No,
like
no,
a
no.
video?
He shot a video today of where he's at.
Oh,
and he was
I'll
talking
definitely
about
check it out.
wide-
Good, thank you.
wide train.
Yeah, he has said some very nice things about the games just the other day.
Yeah,
He said it was.
We kept pushing him to when we were before AOP was released when you first gave us the Vassal, and he wanted to get the Rebel Fury. He wanted because he had it. He didn't get rid of it because he hadn't played it yet. He wanted to get it on the table and play it. I kept pushing him to do it, and finally, once AOP hit there, that was the first thing he did. Took it apart and got it set up. He laid all those maps out, take a look at it, but then I think he decided, okay, let's play a scenario, and he's playing 7 days.
That's a good one. Well, it's funny. Actually, he messed around when Rebel Fury first came out. I mean, like early, whenever it came out in 2024, he posted 2 short videos just running through a combat. He didn't play out a scenario, so he did look at it. I don't think he played a whole scenario, but he definitely looked at it and didn't say anything bad about it. But what I found him saying was he said that he felt it was a very authentic game, authentic history without a lot of noise. So I'm glad to hear that's exactly what I was going for. So I'm very happy. And like I said, by the way, you asked me a question a week ago. What's today? Today's Saturday. Friday. Oh, yesterday. Yesterday morning, I got my stuff. I got my 6 copies of Army of the Potomac, and I got 3 Dog.
Oh, you got your 3 Dog. Okay, good.
It came. Yeah, I mean today. I'm unclear whether it came Thursday. I think it came on Thursday. It came Thursday.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, because the girls were here yesterday. No, it was the day before they got here.
I'm okay. So we joke around the guys talking about I'm going to sell all my ECW because I'm a big Ancients guy now with the GBO Ace. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was scared to death of that game. It's because I listened to people talk instead of just going and digging the game out myself. And I played that first scenario. Like I said, it took me 3 turns, but I loved every second of it. Now I've set up the second one and I'm playing it, and I'm going to go as much down that chain as I can. I'm really and can't wait to dig into all the rest of it. But what I want to ask you, the question I want to ask you, because I want to go ahead, I want to return the favor of you doing this for AOP, and I'm going to buy Thunderbolt Deluxe. But let me ask you a question. Just with what you know of me, just the last few months, am I going to fall into that game? Will that game work for me, or is it something that's probably not?
So let me talk about Thunderbolt and really it's Berg's system. It's an operational Ancients game, and you're playing a tactical one. There is almost no. They're not even. Yes, they're about the same period of time, but the games have nothing in common. Zero. What you have is, the truth be told, Berg, years and years, I mean, this goes back decades now, Berg found some listing of everybody who ran for consul in Rome, and that was why he did the game, because that was how Berg was. He'd find some really strange piece. So the game's got a very extensive in my mind, a Roman political system. I mean, like you have elections and shit like, yeah. But what's cool about the game, I like that stuff. Let me be clear. But what's interesting about the game is when you move, let's say you're moving Hannibal, right? You know, that's a famous guy. Hannibal moves as far as you want him to until he gets to what there are these events, like when he runs into, just like a little bit like, not like this, but the unit keeps going, and if it keeps being successful, it keeps, remember, this is a period of this game's covering, it's like a year game turn, and in this period of time they can walk, they can walk across, the Mediterranean in a year.
Right.
So it's just like I did in my old Peloponnesian War. You just go as far as you want to. You go as far as you can go until you don't want to go any further, or circumstances stop you from going further. So the game's very much you get some very dramatic moves in it, which are kind of cool. I mean, I'll be honest with you, and it's got a typical kind of crazy Berg, random events and all sorts of crazy nonsense going on. But if you like Great Battles of History, there's just no connection between the two.
Well, okay, so I like to play, I love the East Front system, GMT's East Front. I love BCS, OCS. I still like it. A lot of those operational level games will. Granted, I know we're talking two different time periods, but can I get a similar play style out of Thunderbolt Deluxe?
No, it's a different. I'm like I have in my day. Let me start with a metaphor. So when I was a kid, which was admittedly long ago, I had gotten a copy of Frank Chadwick's Drag Knock Austin. And if you don't know that game, it's a
Yep.
It was one of the first big East Front Barbarossa games. And I remember sitting at my mother's dining room table, which was, I had both leads, and so it was it's like 8 feet longer or something, I guess that table was. And I remember sitting at one end of the table and looking at my German armor on its way to Moscow. I couldn't, outside of my armed reach. I said, "This is cool, right? Like those tanks are moving. My infantry's back here, but my armor is way out there, and it just looks like." And I thought that was very cool. I recently got that same experience playing Lee Moves North, because I was sitting at the Potomac River with the Union Army crossing, and Lee is 8 feet away up in Chambersburg. So you get that sense of space, epic space, right? So when you're playing an East Front game, at the scales you're talking about, you get that lots of pieces, but a lot of map, right? You get that big. This is a strategic. Even though they say it's operational, it's really more of it's a strategic. I think it's more of a strategic as much as it is an operational game. And so there's only got 3 maps. And so guys are moving around, but there's not a lot of pieces moving around, because they don't have there's only like 2 or 3 armies on the board. There's some garrisons and shit like that around, but it's basically that situation. So it's just that kind of feel. And again, it's just different, but it's like the politics, getting your army, assembling your army, and getting into the field and doing your thing is kind of cool. And people love, and by the way, people love that thing. I mean, they're gushing about, what they've got right now in the deluxe thing. But, whether it's going to be for you, you know what I would do? The rules are going to be online. Get the vassal set and just push a couple of counters around, see if the look and feel of it even like it.
Right.
Just do that. That's my best advice to you, because it's not an inexpensive package. I don't even know what it goes for, but it must be three figures, right?
Well, it's up. Yeah, it's just over 100 now with the after pre-order price. Yeah.
Well, it's like it's like with the like you said, with me starting with the Great Battles of Alexander, I didn't. Once I started pushing the stuff around, I was like, okay, I've been missing this. And I mean, the problem was, like I said, when I said I was listening to people talking about, and I don't know why, I should have just shucked this off to the side, because I list, people with the Army of the Heartland, which Alan and I intend on playing that someday. People complain.
That's you mean the John Prados game?
Yeah, that's a great game. And the rules are not a pain in the ass. Matter of fact, they're written in the order you do things, and I played it, and I should have done the same thing with the Great Battles of History. People talking about blah, the rules too tough, the rules too, and here's the simple rules, which they don't correlate. And so now that I've played, I'm like, what are they talking about?
I gotta tell you something. So to me, all right, and so this is throwing zero shade and some admiration on my old, game design partner for that series. When he basically, I personally think that the simple rules are. I mean, other than the line command, it's not simpler. I don't see where the simplicity is, quite frankly.
Right.
So that's just me. However, from a marketing point of view, when he put out those simple rules, it like at a time when it was starting to lag a little bit, those rules re-energized the whole system. So from a pure, blatant marketing point of view, it was a ringing success as much as anything is in our hobby. So we'll do credit to him because he said, "I want to do a simple set of rules." I said, well, "Let me see them," and I looked at him and said, "You think these are simpler?" I mean, I remember I played it with him. I mean, and he was. I said, he said, and he said to me, he said, it doesn't matter that they're really simpler. It just means we just have to call it simpler.
Right.
And he said that they'll just believe it. That's what he said to me. I swear to God.
Well, it's the same thing that's happening.
You got to know Berg. So
right now.
I said, go for it.
So with GBACW, the simple rules, it's. I mean, there's one sitting right there clipping counters right now that is. That's
yeah.
Except
I assume that's the 3 Dog. Is that 3 Dog I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you this. I will play the game. I will not play the simple rules. And I will not clip the counters. Those are 3 things that are going to be true. Now, what I might do is, Axis Empires, which is a really great game system, by the way.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I had a copy of. There was some Pacific game that I had played and I had bounced off of. I don't even say the name of it because I can't even remember the name of the game. And Gary Mengel, Ardwolf, right?
Yeah.
Gary's a great guy. So he's going on about how he wants to get this game that I don't want, and that it's really it's going for big numbers and all this crap. I said to him, "I'll tell you what, I'll trade you that game if you'll clip all my counters and organize them for Axis Empires." And he did it, and he did a great job. So it was. Thank you, and everybody was happy. I'm solely happy. I've been able to play it. It's got even put little dividers in the little section. I mean, he's got this 3D printer thing. I don't know what the hell he did, but it is the best organized game I own by far. And he got the game he was looking for, and everybody was happy. I love a win-win like that. I love a win-win.
Yeah, I can't. I clipped all my games, and then I re-clipped them all.
Well, you know what it is. I will admit that, and this is why it is possible I'll end up clipping the new 3 Dog is if you're playing an operational game where the pieces are far apart, clipping them is just a visual, I guess, but there's no problem with them bouncing, but when you're playing a tactical game where they're in a long line, if there's like little edges, they run into each other. I mean, they're just physically larger. Mm-hmm. So tactical games sometimes causes me to clip counters like the bar system because you got these guys all punched up, they're all bunched up on each other. And, every little fraction of an inch in a hex matters. So, yeah, I can see it there. I mean, I've done it. I
love my 3.0 clippers. I love them. People
your heart's strong because I'm going to say something. I don't want you to have a heart attack on me. I still use nail clippers.
Oh, we got somebody that still does that. Who?
Yeah,
Nord still does that.
Yeah, but the answer is I don't turn them into stop signs. I mean, I just clip the very I'm pretty good at like aiming the thing where it just kills that little nub on the edge. That's all I'm going for.
I've got to clip that stuff.
There's Nord saying, but the other thing is you got to be careful with it with like clipping these counters for Rebel Fury. There's only one number, but when you're clipping like GBACW stuff. I mean, there's a lot of numbers on those counters, and the edges. You got to be careful that you don't like cut off information.
Todd and I,
Oh, yeah.
when they were here last May, we had a clipping session. Todd, we knocked out 3 games, didn't we?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And one of them was Rebel Fury.
Oh, that's right.
I love my
Well, I will tell you that when we get together to play this again, I'm happy to play this scenario again if you want. We could change sides. You guys could be the Union this time if you want, because I find that one of the things that, or we can play any other scenario you want. We can play Chickamauga, which is a great scenario. I play tested that a million
I
times.
would like to try that one. That would be a good
All right,
one.
we play Chickamauga. We make you happy.
That's fine.
It's not a long game.
Good.
That's a 5 turns, I think. Yeah, it's the 18th. It's the 90th,
hold on.
18th. It's the 19th and 20th. It's the 19th and 20th. Plus, I gave you the PM of the day before. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that's a great
activities.
scenario.
Yeah, that would be a fun one, I think.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
one. Now
5 turns.
it's 5, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 turns. Yes.
Yeah, my memory is still pretty good for an old man. One thing I will tell you though is when you play Chickamauga, the out of command movement rules are critical because if you got to, there's a little bit of skill required because you can remember you can attack and pursue and retreat outside of command control range, but when you're moving, you guys got to go closer. But so sometimes how you start that movement is very important to where you can end up because you can, if you think about a hexagon, right? If somebody's over here, you could slide like in a northeast or northwest direction. You can get across the whole map and still be getting closer, right? So if you
Right.
screw up, or you could zigzag. So you got to like look at where you want the guy to go and where he is until he gets into command. And you just got to. It's just a visual thing, and some people are befuddled by that, and some people have no problem with it. But that's the one big trick.
You say at the end of the phase they have to have been, or the end of the whenever movement is done or whatever that they have
right.
to have been
Well,
moving.
but remember the roads. So again, at all times you have to move closer. The only little proviso is, and again with Chickamauga, there's not a lot of roads. If you're on a road, as long as you begin and end closer to the guy, no matter where the road went, you're fine. But if you're not on a road, you always got to be moving closer. I mean, that's and given how bad the terrain is, you're usually only going 1 hex at a time. I mean, it's all woods. If you ever get up there, it's just all freaking woods.
If I have a unit that, okay, let's say I'm going to move this unit let's say I'm 6 times during his movement phase,
yes, sir.
or during the move phase, and he's outside and he's on a road, I can actually take that road even though it goes away as long as when I'm done at the end of it, I have moved closer to the commander.
At the end of each move, yes.
At the end of each move. Okay.
Correct.
All right. I thought it was at the end of
and then each move, because you don't know, nobody knows if you're going to move again. There's no pre-plotting. So every move, at the end of every move, you have to be closer at the end of the move if you're using a road. If you're not using a road, every hex has to be closer.
Right.
Okay. So if you're on the road, you just stay on the road going closer.
Yeah, the exception, you can't use the distributed property on the road exception. It's basically you're moving closer. If you're moving 4 hexes, every hex that you move has to be closer. You can't maneuver and end up closer. You have to always be moving closer. It's that one exception, and that's because, and that came across because some of these roads are and then you're always moving closer, but at one point you're the same, and it's not even that you're not closer, but you're the same distance. That's really where the problem came in.
Yeah.
I want to make this. This has been on my mind. I've been meaning to say this, especially with 3 Dog and AOP coming out. One of for you guys out there that play, I know there's a lot of y'all out there that played a lot longer than I have. You played a lot more games than I have, and there's some of you that haven't. What I'm going to suggest is when you get this 3 Dog or you get AOP, don't jump in and try to play the full board campaign or the full board battle. Play yourself a scenario, get familiar with it, get comfortable with the game, because it's happened to me, and I know what happens to others. You get this new game, you're like, man, I'm playing the whole Battle of Gettysburg. I'm setting the whole thing up. You play 3 or 4 turns, and you're so bored of jumping into that instead of learning how to play the game and mastering the aspects of the game before you get into it. Because what happens, I think, is when we try to play the big full-blown versions of games, we don't know all the rules yet, and we're very sluggish, and then we just get fed up with it. We're like, damn it, I'm not playing this. Don't get a scenario, play a scenario, get familiar with it, and do for either one of these 2 games. So,
well, by the way, the reason I'm laughing is so what I did, we're going to talk about Pacific War, which which I promised I'd teach you if you want to play it anytime. So I come up with the game in 1985. So I was 33. So I was 33. I'm literally less than half my age then when I did the game, and it was a program rule booklet. Like, it had like the first part of the booklet, just these small 2-turn, battle for Wake Island, little, they called them engagement scenarios. They were just there to teach you each of the pieces of this a lot of movie. It's not hard, really complex, but there's a lot of it. Like, there's a lot of gears, and I teach you how to use one gear and then use another gear and use another gear. Then there's the battle scenarios, which is we ran as tournaments, so you got the Battle of Coral Sea, which is one operation. Coral Sea and Midway, Eastern Solomon, Santa Cruz, all the famous battles have a scenario. And that was a great, if you never did anything more than play the battle scenarios, you would have been happy. We played them as tournaments. Yep. Then where I designed the game for was the campaign scenarios, which is like Guadalcanal, breaking the Bismarck barrier, or the big Japanese opening attack on, the Southern Conquest scenario. That's what the game was designed to do. And get bored, we'll say the game is unplayable, which is exactly what John C., by the way, is my good friend. Good to see you, John. And then there was a strategic scenario. Now, back in the day, there was no Vassal. There's no online anything. None of that stuff exists. And there was just a Consum World was starting to come, was the big deal. And there was a group of guys. But I will tell you that the whole war scenario is overwhelming. It's got a lot of pieces. It's got I would love to watch or learn. By the way, Kirk Koa, if you go on Homo Ludens, a ways back, I taught Gary Mengel and Fred Saval, and we played Coral Sea out. So just go watch that for starters. And
don't worry about it, because he's volunteered a couple times. I'm going to drag him. He's going to.
You understand something? At my goal, at my heart, I'm a gamer. I like to play games, and you guys are fun guys to play games with. Hey, Mark, I hope the grandchildren. In fact, if you were on earlier, Sophia my oldest was in the shot there for a while. What a wonderful child. Anyway, all that aside, but thank you, John. He's a very nice man, John. We played Battle. Last time I saw him a couple of years ago, we played Battlestar Galactica on the same side. It was a lot of fun.
I like John because that's the point. He says it like it is when he makes a comment.
He's a good guy, solid guy. Anyway, so my point is, but then there was like maybe 5 or 6 guys who were like totally into the war, and they got spreadsheets and they did all this stuff because it takes forever to play. And I never intended. I was there because I had to be there, but now when the game comes out, and I literally say. Everybody kept saying, "Should I get this game?" And I said, "Don't buy the game. It's too hard for you. You won't like it. It's a throwback to the monster." I kept telling everybody, "Don't buy the game," and it sold out, of course. But I was telling the truth. There's too many war game tourists walking around with a Pacific War going, "This game sucks. It's too hard." You shouldn't have bought the game. I told you not to buy the game. Anyway, so these guys, I get these rules questions, and literally what the guy did is exactly what he said. They got the game. Looked at it for 10 minutes, and he set up the strategic scenario. And now they got a million questions. You know why you have a million questions? Because you didn't learn how to play the game, and now you're just asking other people to tell you everything you're asking other people to teach you how to play the game. And I even posted a big video on how to play the game. So they're not even doing that. So it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And so what you're saying is so true of our tribe. People just go, "Oh, I'm smart enough. I could do it. I've been gaming for 30 years." Yeah, but there's a lot here. You're not going to have fun. Yes, you may be able to do it if you want to plow through and be like, but ultimately it's just too much.
Yeah. Most gamers today don't have. I'll guarantee you that 90% of the people that watch anything we do, that 90% of them have one table that they can play a 1 map, maybe fortunate to play a 2 map. So why try to take on a big monster? You don't even think about it. Play you a scenario. I've split my big table up, and I'm playing GBOA on one, and I've got Terry's Unclaimed Victory on the other table. And I'm good with that. These guys are bouncing me around trying to put the monster back together and play Gettysburg. You know what? Vassal will work just fine.
Well, yeah, well, that is the beauty of Vassal. But again, Alan asked the right question about Army of the Potomac. Is I play it as a conveyor belt. You know, you never really have to have more than one map. And by the way, it's okay if you have a map that's you only have half the map on there. If you just got to get transition on the other map. I mean, there's a lot of tricks if you don't have the space. But there's what is it, like 5 one map scenarios. I mean, that's a lot of game. Most games come with one battle. What I'm doing now. Yeah, there you go. That's a great way to learn there, Doug. So anyway, I've been having a great time, and like I said, is there any reason why GBOH does not have a series rule book? Yes, because I have no discipline.
You're so full of shit. It's not funny.
I gotta tell you,
I love that straight face when you said that.
I actually meant it. That's why it's a straight face.
Leave me alone, Mikey. Y'all should
Anyway.
be tickled that I'm having hold on. I'm gonna grab him because just so y'all know how much I'm into it. Okay.
Oh, good. But
I
gotta tell you,
videos with all that.
now, just to be clear, Wardrobe's real name is Todd, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd, if I send you my game, will you clip them for me?
I'll keep it. I'm not Jeff. Jeff will do that for you.
No, wait, Mark. You got to realize if you send him the game, he's gonna sell it to Noble Knight.
Yeah, for $2, and then buy it again for 10. I know. I'm a smart man.
That's the one I did last night. I finished him up last night.
Oh, let me
This is
see.
the
Let me
first
see the shield. Oh, that's nice.
I freehand this stuff. I don't have.
No, that's pretty impressive, buddy. That's now what
did
is that? Is that a 28 millimeter?
Yeah, those are 28s.
Yeah, I thought so. Look about 28.
A couple of Persian.
That's a Persian guy.
Yeah, and then my
Let me
Greek
see what you got there.
ability.
So that's cool, Jeff.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, and I'm not looking at any references when I do this. I'm just,
Well, wait. So this is what a nerd I am. So I one of the things Carol, like it was a couple of years ago, we went to Greece on a cruise. But the point of the cruise was I wanted to accomplish 2 things, which I did.
Boy.
And so there's a guy, again, if you're getting into interest, there's a guy named Brasidas. He's a Spartan guy, right? And this guy was a really seriously good general. I mean, like he was like, top tier. And in Thucydides, which is the book that covers that war, most of that war, he jumped off a ship in this place called Pylos and got knocked out. He got hurt, got knocked out, and they got his unconscious body back on the ship because it was like almost like a marine landing. But he lost his shield. It's in the roar that he lost his shield. For a Spartan, that's a big deal. He didn't have his shield. And the Athenians took it as a war prize, and I got to see it. I got to see the goddamn shield that was written about back in 5th century BC in a museum.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
And then I went to the spot where he lost the shield, which was the other part of the story. I wanted to understand the terrain because it's very hard to understand it from the description. Now I get the whole battle, which I always wanted to do. So that was one of those stupid things that my wife, God bless her, she's like, she was happy because they had really cheap linen dresses in Greece. So she was a happy woman.
I saw. You ever listen to Victor Davis Hanson?
Yes, I do. By the way, the original Great Battles of Alexander game, which is the yellow box, I think they use the cover of the rule booklet is the cover of that game. It's that yellow cover.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
That was inspired by that's the cover of the original game I did for GMT back in whatever the hell year it was. But it was his book on the period that was really how I was able to coalesce that design.
Well, he was talking. I watch usually when I go to bed at night, I'll watch his Daily Signal clips, and he was talking about he was using the reference of Thucydides to what's going on right now. He was comparing it to I check every night. I go in there and watch his before I fall asleep. I'll watch his little 12-minute.
What is it? A podcast or what is it? A YouTube channel? What is it?
It's on YouTube, and he does it. God, I think he does. I think he's doing 3 of them a week.
Oh, I'll definitely check it out. I'm
show.
a big fan of his. Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
Yep.
So there's a guy who's very, very famous in political science circles called Graham Allison. He's a professor at Harvard. He's definitely retired. He's still alive, but he's he's like in his 90s, so he's done working. And he wrote a book about 5-6 years ago, maybe less, called The Thucydides Trap.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Thucydides Trap. That's what he's talking about.
Yep. And I've actually met and talked to Graham. He's this is like one of those pillars of that of intellectual thought and of the Cuban Missile Crisis. He wrote a very famous book called The Essence of Decision, which I had to read in graduate school.
Oh, yeah.
And meeting him and talking, he's a cool guy, by the way. He's a very interesting guy. I enjoyed and he drinks, by the way, so we had a good time. He's a Harvard professor. What do you expect? But
True.
But the Thucydides Trap talks about that historically, when one, and that's why he focuses on public, when one power is rising against an entrenched power, if they don't manage that change of equality, things go sideways.
He was referencing China and America.
100%. But the book itself has, because he was a Harvard professor, it's got like at least a half a dozen case studies before he gets to the one we're in now. So it's a cool book, and it makes a point, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't want to get into I'll get upset. Anyway, let's see. Is there any difference in how basics are handled between some of the games? Oh, Joe. Hey, Joe Perez. I know Joe Perez, by the way. I must have met Joe Perez 100 times over the years. Good to see you, Joe. So Alexander and SPQR are very similar to each other, except that we put in all the Roman formation doctrine stuff, which is different than the Alexander's. My analysis of Alexander's army. So it's a different army. Samurai and Ron are move further. They're certainly, you'll recognize them, but the Berg has and before the battle, each side sends out their samurai champion, and it's a Berg. Berg got all into this Kurosawa thing, so and when he got going, I couldn't stop him. It was just so Samurai Ron are very similar to each other. In fact, they're exactly the same, but they are definitely, if you know math, 1 sigma away from Alexander and SPQR. Going back to why there's no series rules, because some of the games are just too different than each other.
Well, it seems to me though that other than units and how they operate, the core rules could be.
They are, but again, I'm with you. If there were 2 guys who lacked discipline, it was Mark Hermon and Richard Berg. We were just not good for each other.
I think the rest of us like it.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, I'll tell you something. One of the most difficult. I have avoided until Rebel Fury doing a series game because I had a very distinct. I had to have a way to do it where I wasn't changing the core rules every time we put out another product, and I've got it. I really spent a lot of effort figuring this out, and now that I figured it out, and I've now done 2 games, and actually I'm really done 3 games. You haven't seen the 3rd one yet. It totally holds up. The campaign rules from Army of the Potomac lay right into Lee moves north with no effort, and the new theater module allows you to play the whole Eastern Theater. So ultimately, the system will let you play, the big axes of advance, the Eastern Theater, that area from down through Atlanta, at that scale, the Mississippi River. You can be able to do all of that connected and with campaigns and battles, and it's exactly what I want to do.
We're looking forward to it. And now that we got you We got you online. It'll be because we started AOP before you got involved with us, and then when you came along, it made it. We learned our lesson. So hey, before Nord, I was thinking, Mark, if I was gonna because I'm not the biggest book reader. I don't need to. I got all these guys, and now I got you, so I don't need to read anything. But if I was gonna buy a book to help me with ancients and playing now. Granted, I'm only playing tactical level stuff, but recommend me a book that would be not overwhelming to me, but would get me more in the ancients and how things worked.
Can you give me 1 minute?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Take two.
Todd,
Take three.
what are you doing there, buddy?
Do a little clip in there, Jeff. And while you were recording, I recorded some.
I know. I saw you. I saw you doing your little pointy stick thing.
Yeah, you knew what I was doing. I was like, I said, everyone's know what I'm doing. I'm just making some videos specifically focused on simple stuff.
Look at that
There you go.
beauty. Look at that
How
gorgeousness.
are you doing on cross keys there? Wardrobe.
I haven't been able to get to it. It's been driving me bonkers. It's just been a lot of stuff going on. So,
Yeah. Oh. Who's sharing?
yeah, no, I love setting it up this way because you can see kind of what I say in my video is if you don't know how things are organized in the Civil War, which I kind of have an idea, but this just helps you visualize like army commander, corps commanders, divisions, brigade, like I don't know, it just helps me see what's going on here. And also just kind of, it's going to get a little confusing for some of the, simple players. I think it is because you're going to have like these guys who you're not even going to use for all the artillery. Right. So I'm just like mentioning to them, like, you don't even need these. You can keep them on the sprue or put them in a bag. You're not even going to need those. Let's put those all as Latham A, B's, and C's away. So,
yeah, there's only one battery that you may need to keep separated. That's if you're playing the cavalry snares on the first day, and that's the Caliph stuff because they're spread out. You don't have to. You can. The rules call that you can put them in one hex if you want, but he's got 3 batteries that are spread out, or the sections that are spread out. So.
Okay. Yeah. So as per usual, I don't, it's never Caliph. Where's
Caliph?
Yeah,
second cavalry.
There it is. Caliph B.
Yeah. And then he's got one solid unit with all 6 guns.
All right. Well, now I have to change my video to say, well, there's exceptions.
Just the one.
It's just that one for now.
Yeah, but that's kind of I want to mention my video. Like, hey, here's some.
Hey, William, I think Mark's I think his might be bigger. To be honest with you, than EFS.
His is going to be bigger with these theater rules that he's working on.
Hey, I was going to ask him, but I'll wait till. Has he talked about this moving into like Napoleonic or anything, or someone else developing Napoleonic for it, or do we
Has
know?
Mark done any Napoleonic?
Well, he has done one for this. He has done Waterloo already.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Oh, I think he's back. Wait a minute.
I agree, John.
So Jeff,
Yes, sir. Greece and Rome at war.
by Peter Connolly.
All right.
Connolly. That name sounds familiar. What else is he
Oh,
done?
well, what's cool is the guy it's a really good. I mean, first off, the text is not bullshit. It's good text, but it's got a lot of, it's got a lot of
Pictures,
diagrams.
Jeff.
Yay, pictures.
A lot of pictures. No, but useful pictures, not just like useful pictures.
Well, I'm trying to picture how they fight. I'm getting a concept, but I don't quite.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I think that's perfect.
Phalanx. Yep.
Yeah, what it means.
I'll tell you the first boo-boo I made is I had in the Aragon Valley scenario, I had a phalanx, a Macedonian phalanx route.
Oh,
And
that's not great.
they
They go away.
If they can't route, because you can't just turn them like anybody else.
No.
And I was like, oh shit. And that's when I shot my video. I thought to myself, thank God I paid attention. I was getting ready to call the game because the Illyrians had won, I thought. And then I said, oh, nope. That phase is the last thing done. So freaking Philip and Parmenion had not activated yet. And they turned the table and they actually got more points, more route points created to this. So that that tripped my trigger for that game system right there.
So the thing that would, so the thing that, so this is, about trying to pat myself on the back, but, the thing that made Alexander great. So obviously we all know you try to hit the flank of the unit. Like that's all the Civil War, right? You get on the flank, shoot the guy up, right? That kind of thing, right? So what Alexander figured out how to do was separate the cavalry on one of the wings, get it out of the way by maneuvering them out of the way, which created the center now has an interior flank. And he'd take his companions and get these guys out here, and then all of a sudden he'd cut back in and hit that interior flank, and the game will let you do that. That's what I was always very excited about. You can actually do that in that game system, because that's what I was going for. Well, did you ever see the movie Alexander, Alexander movie? So what Oliver Stone, to his credit, did his homework. So that Battle of Gaugamela, where he's riding out, and it's all dusty and everything, that's exactly what happened. He got the Persian cavalry all the way out here, and then all of a sudden he cut back in on them, and they didn't see him cutting back in, and he had enough of his infantry to kind of block, the Hypaspes, or mobile enough to get in there and, just block them up so they couldn't get back in on him, and he hit right at Darius. And Darius went, whoa, I'm out of here. And once Darius left, the whole army fell apart. And part of the Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, I just started the Battle of Himera. Now I started the first turn, and I said, okay, let's put this cavalry that they think is theirs to use right away in the port. And I was looking at the map, and I'm like, okay, do I ride into the back end of all the medium infantry, or do I go to the right and drive into the Carta Noble cavalry, the citizen cavalry? So I chose the cavalry. That was a bad idea, because that cavalry is all of them are heavy. They have higher, even though they get a -2 roll to their TQ, they have higher TQs than the 3 light cavalry units that come on. So now what I've done, so that was on Vassal. I've got it set up on the table, and I'm going to execute the same thing, but I'm going to charge into the back of the medium infantry and then let the heavy infantry hit them from the front and see how that goes. So
light cavalry was mostly missile cavalry. They throw shit at you. Remember, this is all this so the stirrup, which is a big deal, it doesn't get invented till around 1 AD. So this stuff is all happening in the BC period. So the way a guy stays on a horse is he's got really strong legs, and you can't do that night jousting thing. If you what they used to do was, when they charged and they were putting in, thrusting their lance at you, they would let go of it. And it had like a thing tied to their wrist so that they could, let the shock of the spear hitting the guy not communicate into their body. Otherwise it'd take them right off the horse. Right. So it was, and again, what I just described sounds simple. It's probably harder than hell to do.
This GBOA. Let me tell you something. I've always been big on GBACW, and every time I think about it, I think of Stepping into Hell, which is not released yet. But the confusion. Let me tell you something. In that little light system, you've created more goddamn confusion in that game when units start to rout. And I don't know of another system out there that. I'll tell you the one boo-boo I was making in the first one, Aragon Valley, the first time I did it, and then I had to reread the rule. I was allowing my leaders to attempt to recover multiple units in a movement instead of just one.
Yeah.
And that might have...
one at a time.
So I can have a leader try to recover 3 units in his one movement order.
So remember, we go back to the series rules. I gotta have a rule before I'm going to answer that question. I have to have a rule book in front of me. So send me an email tonight, and tomorrow when I can get down to the stuff. I don't want to move around too much. They're all sleeping at that end of the house. There's like 4. The girls are in with my wife and their mother. So. It's like a chick house here. I got 4 girls and me. It's 1 per order, actually. I thought that Nord is that's what I wanted to say. And if Nord knows the game, I believe him. But
Right.
that's what I think is the
Yeah,
case.
because if a leader's got 4 orders, for his rating is 4. What? Yeah, he should be able to attempt to rally if he doesn't do anything else, and attempt to rally 4 different units if he wanted to. And I like this.
No, I don't think that's what I'm trying to tell you is I don't think that's true.
Think so. So when he's giving orders, even if he's got 4, 5, 6, or 7, he can still only attempt to recover 1 unit.
You would need to issue a single order to rally per unit. So if your commander has 3 orders total, he can rally up to 3 units. Yeah, that's correct.
So I was playing it right initially. Okay.
Yeah, but it's per order, not like 1 order and
Oh no, right. So he would have to burn through his numbers.
One thing I've learned, by the way, I get asked questions all the time, and the person asking the questions knows what they're confused about, and I'm not clear on that point always. So I have to be very careful when I hear the question and say, what are they really asking me before I go and answer? So I wasn't clear what you were asking me actually, but okay. But
another
Nor
thing
gave you the right answer.
That's really cool is like I can move my leader. Like, okay, let's say I burn an order on him to move, and I move him 3 hexes. All right, he's got a movement of 9. I can burn an order to rally unit, move him again, as long as I don't violate his 9 movement. And I don't know another game system that does that, where the leader can execute stuff on the move and keep moving. I don't know of another game that
Nord is accurately telling you I can see his answers. He's accurate. Also, you can issue an order to leave the move, and yeah, that's right. But again, it's like you ever see those guys who like spin plates?
Yeah.
So an ancient battle, when you get to the point where you're talking about, is how many plates can Alexander spin before the plates start hitting the ground? That's really the question, depending on how things are going.
I haven't got to any of his scenarios yet, but he's got that elite command rule or whatever. I want to see how that.
Well, works. the big thing is his trump ability. In other words, you remember the key of that game is you move from the order is crummy to best, but at any point, a higher guy, which would be like Alexander, can trump at the right. So in other words, it's everybody thinks like the best guy should go first, and technically you can if you want to. But what you want to do is you want to see the other guy commit to something before you then jump into the. That's how you get the hitting the interior flank.
Well, I like how a leader from the other side can trump and finish another leader or ruin his day by not rolling.
Well, that's again. This is talking about. I had it in the game, but who named the die roll of doom? You know who named that? That's Berg at his best.
Well, what was the premise behind letting the lower tier leaders execute first in the sequence of play?
So the trick, right? So everybody thinks that going first is an advantage. It's actually going last is the advantage in a game. And so again, remember I was telling you like the Alexander's ability is to get the guy out of position and then exploit it, right? So I want the crummy guys to do whatever they're going to do. So what's happening is his ability to turn within their command loop, if you want to go to your modern terms.
Yeah.
So in the real battle, I'm not saying they're moving simultaneously, but there is some kind of simultaneous movement that you're trying to simulate without simultaneous movement. So the poor guy makes his move, he starts doing whatever he's doing, and if there's a mistake, that's when Alexander comes in and wrecks him.
Right.
If it makes if there's no faults in it, so the goal is to get him to do things that'll create a gap, and whenever that gap, even for a second, shows up, that's when the better leader can now, Alexander goes into the hole and does his thing, and that's what that game system will let you do.
And that's what it should do, because think about it, Alexander sitting back there, being smart, having his experience, whatever you want to call it, is watching there and he knows what he's looking for. So he's looking for something to happen at a certain point or certain movement to happen. And he's going to say, bam, I'm going after it at that point. And all of a sudden, he's on.
Remember, these battles that you're talking about are taking place in a matter of maybe 2 hours.
Right.
And so because and so the key is it's the ability of the better commander to control the tempo of the battle that's making him Alexander. And so what I'm letting you do by the way I created that system is the better leader picks the timing of when things happen. And so that's his huge advantage, but it's a very subtle advantage, but it's a huge advantage.
Oh, yeah. Todd had a question.
Yeah, I have a
I'm
question.
done. I'm done with ACW until you start playing.
Todd, what's your question, my friend?
Stop.
I have a couple. So the first one is what is your? I mean, you support your rules very well, but what's your view, just kind of generally, of how long does a designer, developer, whatever the term you want to use is, how long do you have to support your game? Like,
well, I've said in writing. So here's how I've handled it. I said in writing I will support any game I've ever designed from the day now till the day I'm dead. So I won't do it after I'm dead. I want to be clear about that.
oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah. But what I have done is there are, thankfully there are fans of my games. So what I've done over the years is, so like if you're playing For the People, right, which is a game that's been out there, there's a very nice young man. Well, he's less young now than when I first met him in his 20s, named Ty Golding. Ty he knows the game. So I have said to him, when I'm dead, you have to answer these questions after I'm dead, and he has agreed to that. So I have literally have named Francisco Colmenares will do it for Empire of the Sun, and so some of my bigger titles, I actually have picked somebody as a successor games.
Oh, that's
question,
cool.
and so. And these days, when somebody posts a For the People question, I don't answer it until Ty answers it. And if Ty has a problem with it, he sends me a private email and we discuss it. But I don't answer the rules questions. I let them do it. And I'm backing them up when they need it. But Ty's got everything I've ever said about For the People is cataloged and logged and like an archive of some kind. And he literally quotes everything I've ever written for 25 years in answers.
Right.
So I've done that for my more popular. I haven't done it for all my games. Ultimately, I'm going to have Alan answer all the rules questions for Rebel Fury someday. So he doesn't know that yet.
Congratulations, Alan. I was just curious. I mean, I just kind of curious if what you thought, like generally, do you think all designers should do that, or do you think it's okay? Like, hey, man, I designed the game.
I got to tell you something.
I'm done.
I'm from Brooklyn, and what I think is what I think. I don't think for other people. What other people should do, I don't judge anybody about. Some people think that's what they should do. That some people think that's not what they should do. I'm not here to judge anybody. That's not my role in life.
Yep.
There are real judges, and then there's higher level judges. So that's not my problem. So
Cool.
I can only speak for myself. That's what I'm doing. Now, if somebody does something different, it doesn't mean that they're wrong or they're not good people or anything stupid like that. It's just that's what they want to do. I can't, what I don't like is I don't tell anybody what to do. But when somebody from another state tells me, New Yorkers should do this, I said, have you ever been to New York? Do you know anything about New York? What are you telling New Yorkers about, you moron? You know nothing. One guy was telling me one time, I come from a town, there's 200 people and we all just get along and it's really sweet. I said, let me explain something to you. Where I grew up, there were 3 times that many people in my apartment building. Okay, we grew up in Brooklyn on top of each other, and we learn how not to piss each other off every goddamn minute. That's what you learn when you live in New York. So you don't go out of if you want to fight somebody, you can have that any day you want. But we are taught to tolerate reasonable behavior. We just don't bother with it because nobody's perfect. And now somebody's running around with breaking shit or blowing up stuff, that will react to that. But
sure.
But if you're living your life and you're not bothering me and we're living next door to each other, hey, we're neighbors, but we may not even be friends, but we're not going to get in each other's way either. That's how New Yorkers are. And guys from the rural areas just don't get that. And I don't tell people from rural areas how they should live. That's your business.
Right.
You want to live the way you want to live, knock yourself out. I don't care. So that's how I am about these things. So again, I'm not telling other designers what's right or wrong. That's up to them. But what I am doing, which I am very clear on, is I will answer questions until I stop breathing. And I've designated for some of my more popular titles, I have younger men in all cases who will answer the questions until they drop dead. and that should cover enough years.
Yeah, that should cover it. The other one I had was, and Alan reminded me. So you did the Waterloo. Are you or do you think someone else might continue Napoleonic in the? That's
I am.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
Oh yeah, in fact, I've already got a handshake agreement. I'm going to do it with my good friend. There's a German guy named Uli Blennemann. He runs a company called
Blennemann, yeah,
Spielworks.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good friend of mine. We've been friends for, I don't know, 35, I don't know, long time. All my friends everybody I know who I've been friends with. You guys will know me for 30 years if I live that long, but when I'm friends with somebody, I'm friends with them. That's just how it is. So Uli is going to do my Napoleonic series. I already told GMT they're busy enough. And the first one's going to be called 1813. I'm going to cover the battles in Germany in 1813 with the system.
Good deal.
Nice.
That's cool.
Good deal.
It'll be published by GMT or someone else.
Spielworks.
Oh, by,
Oh, Spielworks. Okay, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's cool.
You know, you go ahead and tag me as your ancients history rules guy for later because I'm pretty much
For Pete's sake.
that's all me. now.
Mark, just
I'm good with look, I gotta be honest with you. I'm 72 in November. I want to live my goal is to live to 100, but you know, at some point, you know, you don't get to choose. And
No.
I really do like I like what I've done with my career and my legacy, and I'd like people to keep playing them even after I'm gone. But if they have problems with rules or reprints or whatever, it's good to know there'll be somebody who can answer the question, say, look, Mark told me I'm in charge, and that'll be good enough.
Mark, they're going to be playing your games forever. You've got to realize it's going to be
forever.
Years. It's going to be SPI games of yours they're playing.
Yeah, I'm still shocked when I look at that list and see his name on something. Like, are you freaking kidding me? He's on this one too.
You know, look, I'm really a very boring person otherwise. You know, if it wasn't doing this, I would have nothing going on in my life.
Damn, this is 2 lies he's told tonight already.
Oh God, I don't know.
You know, we were talking about, you know, like this is perfect because of the 3 we got on here, and Ross will be another one. When Todd and I play stuff, you know, we don't browbeat each other because we didn't get a rule right, we didn't execute something right. And Alan and I, we don't browbeat each other either, but we make a note of it. Now with Alan and I, Alan, I don't know why these guys, him and Ross, that stuff stays right there. And they almost don't need to look at unless which Alan did with simple rules and GBACW is he gets them crossed over from the full rules to the simple.
Yeah.
But he maintains these rules where Todd and I, we might make a note that we screwed this up, and we'll do it 3 more times before it finally sticks to us and we start executing it right.
Well, you know, my problem when you ask me rules questions, the problem I have, and that's why I have to look at the rules, is the one that got published is not the only one I did version of the game, and so I can't. As Mark is General Grant, can I be General Bruce? That's so funny. But I can't remember sometimes which version of that rule got published. I have to look at the rule book. That's my biggest problem sometimes. And, and like when you've asked me a couple of questions, and to be candid, I would have told you I had like a 90% sure I knew the answer, but I looked it up in each case to make sure that I read what I wrote, and then I answered your question. But I have to do that. I even have a folder in my computer that says rule books for questions, and it's just, you know, all my games.
We've been blessed recently with you, Nathan Moeller with the simple rules, and with Terry Doherty for me and his Napoleon.
Yeah, I actually talked to Terry finally. I don't know what was going on with his website and me, but I want to just be, for the record, it wasn't just me, because he called me up on the phone, very nice young man, and we went until he was God. Terry and I, he's in East Montana, he told me. So he got online and I gave him my information, and he was trying to enter it to the website directly. And he said, I'm going to call you back in 10 minutes. So he had to go off and figure out how to make it work. And he sent me a confirmation email. So I'm not sure what was wrong, but I could not buy his game. And I wanted to buy his game. I wanted to support him. It's not a cheap game, but I wanted to support the guy, but I just could not get that website to take my money. And I was just like, Terry, I can't help you here. Either you help me out or I can't buy your game. So I will be getting a copy of Unclaimed Victory. Is that called?
Yeah, that's a great. I'm playing that on one of my tables right now.
Yeah. And I'm sure I'm going to have a great time with it. I have no doubt.
He's
But,
another one of those that you can tell when he designs something. I mean, I can only associate him with Lavatai, but he likes the depth of how things were done, but he also provides you. I mean, a 3-stage rule book is great. I'm going to play the first 2 stages. He's shooting videos on the 3rd stage, which there's a whole group out there that wants to play that level. Alan's one of those that would want to play that.
When you
level.
say 3 stages, you mean 3 different levels of combat, like in Rebel Fury? Yeah, that's great. I agree. I love systems like that. So the game that nobody knows about because you guys are way too young, there's a game by Game Designers Workshop called Crimea: The Dawn of Modern Warfare, done by the very talented and thankfully still alive Frank Chadwick. And it's the Crimean War, and it's got grand tactical level maps that have little tactical rules in it, like cavalry charges and stuff. And each of the grand tactical maps is connected by an off-map display connecting them. And so it plays at 3 different levels, which I played to death as a young man, back in the early 70s. And I love that game. And so what I did, I did Gulf Strike. I kind of modified it so that I had these mega hexes, and that's what I'm using in the Rebel Fury Army Potomac theater system. Is I'm using the Gulf Strike. There's like these 8-mile hexes that translate. There's a map, but there's like a box, if you would imagine, which is the campaign, the half-mile scale maps. And so when you get to the edge of it, you jump into the Alice in Wonderland. Eat me, drink me thing where you become smaller and all of a sudden you're in there. But it lets me bring in, Stratego, I call them Stratego blocks, like Stratego, that game.
Oh, yeah.
Where you don't know what you only see the back of the wood. So you're not, until you get your cavalry in there or they get really close. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't so in Rhodes, I'm very steeped in, especially the Gettysburg campaign right now. By the way, if you've never read this book, this is the best book on the Gettysburg campaign, bar none.
Coddington, yeah.
It's the best book. And sadly, you cannot get an e-version of it, so you have to actually read a book.
Yeah, you got to get a physical copy. Yep.
Yeah. Some guy posted the PDFs of his book, and they're crap, they're crap. But that's the only thing that's online. But when Rhodes was closing in on Gettysburg, he was ordered by Lee on July 29th, 30th. Ewell was ordered to start sending his guys towards Gettysburg after Johnson had taken the wagon train, and then Lee changed his mind. So now you got Rhodes coming down with Early. Rhodes had no idea the Union Army. Lee had told him nothing, and so the first time he knew that there was something was going on is when he was about 4 miles from Gettysburg. He heard lots of cannon going off. Artillery was shooting off because guns make noise, and so nobody gets really totally surprised in the Civil War, other than like maybe the first picket running into somebody. When they're shooting about 30 cannon are going off, there's a battle going on somewhere. There's
within 5 miles. Yeah,
you hear it. I mean, so Rhodes knew he was walking into a fight when he was 4 miles from Gettysburg because he goes, "That's not a skirmish. That's a battle." And so noise is a big deal in the Civil War.
Yeah. He was blessed with some remarkable brigade commanders.
Yeah, and in fact, one of the mistakes on those counter sheets that I've already written the correction for is Rhodes has got 5 brigades, but they're pretty large. So he's got an A, B, and C unit, by the way, like Field does in the Wilderness. The A one though has a battle star. The other 2 don't.
Well, Rhodes, he ended up, I don't know if you want to call it a counter march, but he had to change. Didn't he have to change, or was it early? One of the 2 ended up changing direction or something and backtracking, or was it Rhodes or Early?
Well, no. The backtrack. There are so many incidents in this, but if you're talking about Longstreet's attack,
no. I'm talking about when Ewell was recalled because some of the guys were up in Carlisle.
Okay, so Johnson. So what happens is you got Johnson and Rhodes are together with Ewell at Carlisle, and a little bit east of there is Early, who's at a place called Heidersburg. And so on the 28th or so, Lee tells Ewell that he wants him to go to Chambersburg. So Johnson takes off right away on the 29th with the wagon train and marches all night, and he gets to Chambersburg. And on the 29th, Lee changes his mind and says he wants Ewell to go straight to Gettysburg, not to come to Chambersburg. But Johnson's already
in Chambersburg. Yeah,
he's already there. And what happens on the 2nd is McLaws and Hood have to wait for Johnson to get in front of them and get to the battle first. And then Johnson has to walk all the way around, across the top of Gettysburg to get to the Confederate left flank. So Bushrod there doesn't get into action until late on the 2nd because he's moving all over the place to get there.
Yeah, because I thought Rhodes was on the march back to Chambersburg to come down to the pike, and he had to stop, and he switched up and went.
Well, I think that might have been true, but he didn't get very far before he immediately took a left turn and headed south.
Right.
Yeah.
To Gettysburg.
Because he came down, what is it?
Mumminsburg Road.
Mumminsburg, yeah. If I always felt, though, that if Rhodes had not come across Oak Hill and he would have come down the valley where the Mumminsburg Road was, I think the confusion for the Union would have happened a lot faster.
Well, again, that was the thing that's, again, this is my 12,000 page article for Cleo's Corner for the next C3I magazine. I go into this in some great detail, but intelligence is very different in the Civil War than it is like in the Pacific. Guys are walking and wagons are going slow. Nobody's moving. Cavalry can go a little bit faster for a short while, but everybody's walking. So you're going at best, you're going 2 miles, maybe a really hard march, 3 miles an hour. Mostly they're going 2 miles an hour. And so once they know approximately where you are, you're not sneaking up on somebody. And that's the part that surprises me, because Lee on July 1st thought that the Union Army was at Middleburg. Middleburg is 17 miles from Gettysburg.
And it's about 12 miles from me.
Yeah. And what the problem is that 17 miles is a day's march. So Lee already knew that the Union Army was a day's march from Gettysburg. So the fact that he's surprised that they're there, and because of time latency, that information was already over a day old. So you got to they didn't think about it. So the fact that Lee was caught by surprise, I think, is bullshit. I mean, How could he wasn't caught? And by the way, on the 30th, Pender had already brushed with Union cavalry, and A.P. Hill just said, well, that's nothing. I don't know. That's just bad generalship. That's not bad intelligence. Right, they already knew the Union Army was within a day's march of where they ran into some guys near Gettysburg. Why would they assume that there was no chance that the Union Army was there? That just doesn't work. So there's a lot of things when you read the book. That's what I've been doing a lot of, is I've been looking at the timelines and what they knew and the reality of the situation. And a lot of books have perspectives conclusions that just don't make sense to me.
Well, it follows the narrative that's been historically told.
That's what Troy Hartman quotes, this ancient German philosopher on history. There's the real event. What this German guy says is that the real event evaporates and disappears as soon as it's over, and then there becomes an affirmed narrative of what happened, and that narrative is over time is an agreed to narrative, but it doesn't mean that the affirmed narrative is accurate. It just means that that's what we agreed to.
Right. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Charlie comes down the Carlisle Road like a Sith, not divided by Oak Hill.
And
that's a good point, Joe. I haven't looked at TSS in a very long time.
Yeah, he does. He comes right down the pike there, the Mumminsburg, where the split is.
Yeah, the big for me, and I'm certainly going to look at the new G, but I'm really good at playing Three Dog, the first edition. I like the game. I've got it. I played it a lot of times, but I only ever play like the first day. I never play the whole battle. And it's just like, I will tell you that in the history of mankind, since I designed Pacific War, no matter what people say, I don't think there have been 100 games ever, and I played some of them, that have been played to conclusion. Most people, they start playing and they get to 1942, maybe even early 43, and then they stop. nobody finishes the game. Nobody. I called my old friend Gary Gonzalez, he and I have been playing war games since we were in 3rd grade, and that is a really long time ago, by the way. And I asked him, I said, God, did we ever finish an entire game of TSS? And he thinks about it, and he goes, no. And we played it a lot. We tested the Pickett's Charge Star, but we played Gettysburg to conclusion in our minds, but we never finished the whole thing. And so one of my goals with Lee Moves North is you will finish the whole battle. I mean, you will play the whole battle.
That's cool.
It's
All
only
right, guys,
6 turns.
I'm gonna kill this. We've been
we've been having way too much fun, and I got to, in about 5:30 in the morning, Claire's going to walk in and go, Grandpa, I'm up, I'm hungry.
Exactly. Kids are going to be up early.
Well, I'm hoping the weather clears enough to get on the golf course.
Well, we're going to have a bad day. Well, we're having a big party here tomorrow. I got my son and all my grandchildren are going to be here, and my mother-in-law. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's
We're
supposed
going
to
to
be
have a good
rainy.
time.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is the kids get along. They'll be playing. They won't care. They'll go, can we go in the pool? I said, up to you, mother. And they'll say, no, they can go in the pool if they want, but it's going to be cold and rainy. So that's
well, we had a good crowd out there tonight, Mark. It was good fun. We cleaned that up. We talked more than we actually played. So, and we'll
but it was good. I thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the session. I look forward to our next whenever we're going to play Chickamauga next. I'll get myself ready.
Yep, we'll get that one scheduled ahead of time. So, all right, guys, everybody out there, appreciate all the comments tonight and all the questions, good stuff, and we'll see. I don't know what Alan and I will do next. Hexy's got to get out of this funk of playing he's in, but we'll have Mark on the schedule for 2 Wednesdays from now, and we'll play Chickamauga that night. So, see y'all later. Talk to y'all soon.